Yeah, let me know when I need to stop swearing.
Yeah. You've just been talking about a... no, you know what? Been talking about a... no, you know what? Been talk... right. That should be live.
Was there a bit of a loop there?
Yep. Because I had sound on in my Twitch in the background for some reason. They're wasting time by holding a fair in the village square.
How to game. Where are? How do I join?
You not just join game like you did before, or do you want me to actually invite you?
Yeah, send me an invite, bro.
Alright, okay.
And where is Susie?
Where is Susie? That is the question. Susie's not been here for weeks.
Everyone always asks, where is Susie? No one ever asks, how is
Susie is also behind the house, because Susie is the cat. Also complaining that it doesn't have any water, but I don't think we can find a way to get to that bowl anymore, can we?
I think there is a way somewhere, it's just, a bit of a,
I thought
Yeah,
you
but the
meant
cat
real life for a
spawns there in the
second.
morning.
The cat
So-
spawns there, yeah.
Are you telling me the cat teleports?
Yes. The cat
Yes.
probably does teleport.
I can't
Oh, there we go.
teleport.
I've watered the cat.
Excellent.
All cats can teleport.
All cats can teleport, which is very true.
Jellicle cats are black and white. Jellicle cats can teleport.
They can? Goodness. Stardew Valley Fair. Oh yeah. God, I keep pressing shift to run. It's not shift to run. Not in this game. To be fair, it wasn't in the game I was just playing either, but it was the speed up button at least then.
So what were you playing earlier then?
Warhammer 2. That least nerdy of nerd games. Doing some hashtag just Skaven things. Eating my enemies, tunneling underneath other enemies. Just, a whole load of eating and fighting, and occasionally running away.
Sounds good.
I feel like that's going to be my next character in the podcast.
You've already been a rat, that's cheating.
Yeah, but now I'm going to be the meatball. If
Oh,
Endips
that's a
takes
very
me
good
for
point.
Goddamn head to die.
I know, right? She's a very tough rat, it must be said.
Oh, hey Sharona.
Day 37.
Day 37 of trying to kill Index. She won't die!
Day 37, I still can't kill a rat.
Why won't you just die? Alright. Animal bundles. We need wool or eggs or goats or milks. We need 4 fruits. Eggplant, pumpkin, or yam. Do we have any of them? I think we got an eggplant.
An eggplant.
Right? I'll go drop that off later today. Right, what else? Crafts room. It's almost done. Oh, it just needs winter foraging stuff. Never mind.
Yes.
We need enough money. We need 25,000 Gs so we can get to the desert.
I am very tempted to buy my bigger bag because I didn't do that last time. Just so I can carry more when I go to the mine.
The bear behind this tree.
But that bear.
Yeah, I
He's
thought
moving.
Weird.
He's got a life of his own.
Hang on a minute. Crafting. Can I not craft a better? Where is
Yep.
it?
So Sharona knows. My internet decided on Sunday night it would die, and the cat decided to shout the story. He's very angry.
Meow 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 meow.
The cat's been
that's
smoking
probably
20
why.
years by the sounds of it.
That's definitely why.
Yeah, he's probably.
Wow.
I realise now why he's crying. I might have to step away for 2 minutes and quickly change their tray. But it's fine. I'll water this plant stuff first, so I get all my energy out. And while I'm resting, I will quickly go and.
Oh crap! Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot to water the lawn. And by lawn, I mean vegetables.
That's fine, I've got most of it done. Well, I've got the first half of it done anyway.
I'll do the other half. You go and see to your kit.
I will go see it in a second. But yes, before I go, the internet just decided to die. And when we phoned up Vodafone to ask what happened, Vodafone said, it's a problem that's known problem, and it'll be fixed by the 3rd of March.
Right.
And so I...
That's not
Dragon
a great
nicely
sign.
offered to buy me a dongle or something like that, so I could at least do some kind of stuff, even if it's just uploading the episodes and the podcast and stuff. And literally the day before the dongle arrives, the internet works again.
At least it's working then.
Yeah, but in
Be
fairness,
a good backup.
it had affected the shop downstairs because they were like I went in to buy some stuff and they're like, yeah, so we have to use this one because the Wi-Fi isn't working, and I was like, yeah. I phoned and this is what happened, and the guy just went, I'm going to go phone now and yell at them. I was like, okay, you do that. And maybe him yelling at them actually made a difference.
P.
So, yeah, while I go and rest up, I'll put him in the bed so he gets his energy back. While I go and see to these boys. Come on then, Zeb. Come on. Yeah, come on. There we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry for any sounds of fluffing around and banging that you may hear.
Fluffing around and banging.
You know,
Okay.
noises of shuffling around in the background. Half my hands are covered in PVA glue at the moment.
Half of your hands. What? A whole hand? That's one whole hand. That is half of your hands.
Most of my fingers are covered in PVA glue as I desperately try
Yummy.
to finish off a project that I started when I first began at uni.
Was that project called Learning How to Adult?
No, it was making a Gandalf staff, which is clearly more practical and a more normal task for a 24-year-old adult to be doing.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, now I think about it, yeah. I'm finally making some fecking progress with this. It's taken way too long.
Meow.
But yeah, it does mean occasionally I have to turn the curtain pole that is now a Gandalf staff over and try and paper mache a different part of it. So occasionally you might hear a...
I see.
which is what
I
that
will
is.
be.
It's propped up on 2 mugs, and I'm sitting on the floor, cross-legged on my rug.
Oh well.
Hashtag just girly things.
Is it though? I reckon.
The
I reckon
jokes
I could
are
do
not
that.
a girl.
Oh yeah. Yeah. God, we got a lot of vegetables and berries and crap that needs sorting. We've got 3 chests for them, and I think they're just put in it haphazardly currently.
What are you going to do about them?
Well, I'm not going to do jack, but I'm just going to wait for someone else to turn up and fix it.
Fair enough. Adulting as normal, I see.
Zip it. Shh. I can adult. Oh fuck! I forgot. Says.
I actually did the census today.
Oh yeah.
I
Man, I
completed
should do
the
that.
census. I'll come back in a little bit of paper. I currently have like 4 or 5 bits of paper just stuck to different fingers.
Meow.
Hi, kitty.
He is literally on the other side of the house.
We can
That's how
hear
loud he's
him.
shouting.
He's wonderful. I love him already.
What a good boy.
Want to borrow him sometime?
Yes.
We love him, but sometimes it's a bit much.
I miss having cats around. I will happily take him anytime you need.
Oh yeah. It's a bit loud. Yeah.
Hi.
Yes. You keep shouting at me.
I was going to talk to Gunther today, but but I completely forgot. So, never mind, I guess.
You're very right about that, Sharona.
What's chat making fun of us? Chat?
Sharona
Chat.
saying, if you're waiting for Nikolai to make things less chaotic, I question your life choices, Tom.
Oh, I'm not waiting for him to do it. I'm waiting for either Owen or Susie to get on and do it. Because
I'm not going to be on. I'm currently covered in PVA glue, as previously said. Ooh, Susie's
yeah.
typing.
Well, eventually, someone will be on who wants to tidy up, and then they can go ahead and tidy up to their heart's content. But it's not going to be me, because my sense of organization is either it has to be exact or it has to not exist. And I can't really be bothered to do that when there's other people who are going to be moving things, if you see. Oh, no. Oh, God, that was close. Almost ate the eggplant. Ooh. Artisan bundle, maybe? I'm sure you could hand in cherries somewhere. Oh crap, we need pigs as well if we want to get truffles, because they don't dig up truffles in winter. Hmm. How to pig? We need a barn for a pig.
Pigs are ass.
You cut out there, so all I heard was pigs are ass.
I mean, I said they're assholes, so
Are they?
yeah.
Well, all of them more.
I mean, they will eat you if they can get away with it.
Well, yeah, but so would cats.
Pigs are worse.
They're hungry boys.
Like, I worked on a farm, and there wasn't that many animals we weren't allowed to go near, and the pigs were one of them, in fear that they would sit on us, kill us, and accidentally eat us.
Oh, they wouldn't be doing it accidentally.
Yeah.
They're hungry boys, you know? They're happy to eat everyone and anything.
They're really big as well.
Yeah, they are, you know, basically boars. Oh, you passed out, buddy. Oh, we did make a lot of money from farming. Ah, someone did all the jams and pickles. Pickles. Pickles.
Pickaxe.
Want me to proceed to the next day? Mal?
I need bigger pieces of newspaper.
Mal? Want me to proceed to the next day?
I'll be 2 minutes.
Okay. He said he'll be back in 2 minutes.
Actually, yeah, you know what? I'll quickly come and proceed the next day, and then I'll get up once I've finished. But I'm nearly. Yes, sir. Meow.
Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow.
You happier now?
Apparently not.
I will come and stand outside so people
Tell
can see
your
something
cat
happening
I
while I'm
would
just in the
kill
room.
for him. I would kill for you.
Well, I don't know that I'd kill for anyone or anything. I mean, I've been
Cat, yes.
knowing me. I'd be quite likely to, you know, accidentally kill someone, but it wouldn't. I don't think I could bring myself to kill anyone on purpose. You know. That being said, manslaughter from, you know, I don't know, just not paying attention and flapping someone with a piano, a la cartoon style, is plausible. I'm not necessarily known to be the most dexterous of individuals.
I can't imagine you actually managing to kill anything, quite frankly.
Yeah, but that's because I've got noodle arms and you know it.
Oh yeah, I can pick you up with like one arm.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about if I was put in charge of, I don't know, like a piano crane. I reckon I might accidentally kill someone if I was put in charge of a piano crane.
You keep going back to music, don't you?
I don't know why. It's not like I can play any music or anything, or even know how to music, frankly.
I'll be honest, ever since Tam-Tam appeared, I've been watching a lot of music theory essays on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Just because I want to understand what the hell a concerto is.
I just know words that happen to be related to music, and so I'm like, that's a music word. I'll use that when I'm next pretending to be a Roomba who likes music.
Of which we do every week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, except for Ramblecast, because, sometimes Bellry's got a Bellry.
Yeah.
He's got to let out
Bellry
his...
on, do you think? Could we just get him on, like, chat?
Dunno, maybe.
Someone
what he's
with
doing.
less sticky fingers should probably do that.
Sticky keys.
In this case, sticky fingers.
That means something.
Probably.
I think it means, like, if you've got sticky fingers, you're a thief or something, because... Oh, that's it. Quick hands and sticky fingers.
Hmm.
You dip your fingers into someone's pocket and comes out with their wallet.
To be fair, I think I did actually steal this newspaper that I'm currently using to make paper mache.
Oh no. We got a
Haha!
criminal. We got a criminal here. Wee wee. Stop, criminal scum.
Stealing a newspaper.
You violated the law.
Oh no, I didn't steal the newspaper. I put some glue in the newspaper so I would only have to pay for the newspaper. That's what I did.
What?
Like a pack of glue. Super glue, I think it was.
Oh, that's even worse. You stole glue. Now people
It
are
was a
going to think you're a
£1
drug.
thing with glue, and I kind of just put it in the newspaper. Scan the newspaper. That's what
Criminal
I did
scum.
that whole one time because my bank account was kind of low and I needed super glue. Oh, Rowan, master criminal, clearly.
Well, that was until she revealed it on the internet.
Ah!
And then
Gonna
she
go
was
to
foiled.
internet jail.
Internet. Oh god. You don't want to go to internet jail. Trust me.
Get cancelled.
Or cancer, perhaps, if you go to internet jail. I mean, it's a dangerous place, internet jail.
What would the punishments of internet jail be?
Being forced to troll to serve your sentence. That would be one punishment. Having to moderate.
Manage a sock puppet account for, like, Russia.
I know.
Right,
You'd
back.
have to. Hey, you'd have
Hello.
one of the other punishments would be you have to moderate like Facebook page or something.
What's
But-
this?
Oh, internet jail. What's the worst thing that internet jail could make you do, or whatever, or make you be? God, this
Several
is-
jokes got really out of hand.
Yeah, one after another. There is too much here to water. God damn. We kind of went a bit overboard. Oh, is that maple syrup?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
need it.
sweet.
You
I
need
think
it
we
for
need
anything,
that
or should we
for-
just make some honey from it?
Hmm?
You need it for anything, or should we just make a bee house with it?
Do we need it for any of the bundles?
I don't think we do. I'll check.
Because I know that there's 2 of the 3 saps are used in bundles, but I can't remember which ones.
Are there 3? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, tar from pine trees. Oak
Craft one,
sap.
we just need the winter bundle. I keep closing it by accident. The fish tank, we just need the sandfish and wood skip.
There's a wood skip in my box. I just can't be bothered to do it
The
until we've got
vault,
the
we just need
sandwich.
the money. The bulletin board, we need apples. Other stuff, other stuff. Well, the chef's bundle, we've given the maple sip in already.
Good.
The pantry doesn't need one. I think that's all of them, so we don't think we need any more, so I would probably suggest we make some bees then.
Yeah, go for it.
Just make bees out of dark
Oh,
matter.
that was it. Sorry, oak resin for the enchanters bundle.
We need some coal. We don't seem to have any coal.
We might get lucky out of the trash that you recycle, or soot sprites.
Okay. We've not got a charcoal. We have got a charcoal maker.
Yeah. But my efficiency.
Meh.
Also, can you do the last watering?
Yes.
I have virtually drained my energy, so I need to go up and have a bath.
I have both cats on the armrest next to me now.
Yeah.
Not
You're
really sure
honoured.
what they're expecting. What?
Oh boy.
What?
They're gonna be after you, mate.
Why?
They've got your number.
They have. They're after me. And they might try and get me for my remaining food after I've done their tray. They seem happier at least for me done that, so that's something. Has anyone spoke to the chickens yet?
I have no time for chooks. I have only time for I don't know,
Tambourines.
corn. So, what's on today?
I know I've spoke to them.
God.
Well, I haven't spoke to the ducks yet. That's the problem.
Ah. Iridium. Okay, chat. You sneaky little chat. Who knows when we get the iridium sprinklers? In terms of farming skill.
There we go. The ducks are all fine. The ducks, which is Ink Drinker, AJ, and Eden, I think, if I remember right.
Mm.
Yes.
The ducks and the chooks.
Ducks are happy.
Good.
You do, AJ. You're a duck.
You have a duck named after you.
Why? Stop being so brave, Luffy. Doesn't suit you.
You must be a quite high level farmer by now, right? Level 8, 9? Maybe 7? I don't know, something like that.
I am 8.
Yeah, same.
Well, like next level, you're getting iridium sprinklers then because Sharona says left farming level 9.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. I forgot to talk to Gunther again today.
I had to find out which of the stuff has not been watered. That's fine.
It's like the last couple of rows,
Yep, I got it.
I guess. Level 9 fishing, so I guess not much more now and I'd be max level, which would be good because it means the crab pots could be optimized.
I have level 0 fishing because I can't work out the fishing minigame in this one.
God damn it.
What?
Or the
Dildo.
captain
I
needs
mean,
to-
fuck. Why did you have to say that? Now it's stuck in my
yes,
brain
the
holes.
giant light-up dildo I am creating.
The 4 foot. I think the 4 foot is the important.
4.5 foot light up dildo. Yes,
It's
it's going
a
to make some
curtain
eyes
hole.
widen.
It's more than 4.5 feet, I think.
Jesus.
It-
Jesus
it's
Christ, mate. Why did you have to
taller
say
than
that
I
last bit?
am. Right, to actually explain this to chat, it's a Gandalf staff that I've been slowly paper macheing for 4 years. It lights up, it's really cool, it's made out of a curtain pole, and I'm paper macheing it. And every time you hear a clatter, it's me turning the thing over and it falling off the 2 mugs it's been perched on. While I try and get this all done. Which is also the reason why I am not playing Stardew.
Yeah, she's almost finished. Give her another 3 years. And she'll be having she'll have a big old Gandalf staff to
Wave around.
say you shall not pass with.
Well, it's mostly done. It's just paper macheing now and painting. And then maybe putting a gloss over the top.
We have a beehive.
Nice. Do we have bees for the beehive?
I have no idea. I can't
Did they
find
arrive?
stone in any box. Have we got stone somewhere?
Yeah, it might be in the one near all the furnaces. Depends.
Oh yeah,
Where
yes,
it's
sir.
left. Oh yeah, the new board, Robin's project. She needs 80 hardwood for Robin.
80 hardwood.
Sure. Yeah.
We've got that.
How bad can that be? Hopefully we'll get a big old payout for
We've
it.
got 68 hardwood on us at the moment, so I'm going to get some more.
Yeah, we can get it, can't we, by just going to the secret wood. Secret wood. Secret. Secret wood.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Ah,
I say with my completed Gandalf staff, haha!
oh yeah.
Yes, I will be posting pictures of it as soon as it's done. No, you can't have it.
Aw.
Yes, it does have a light up crystal at the top.
Does it...
Do you have to blow on it to light it, or is it not that properly Gandalf?
Sorry? Oh no, no, not that much. It's got a little clicky light up thing, clicker.
So what you can do is
Switch.
you
That's
can
the word.
pretend that it does that, but you might hear the sound of the click. Okay.
Yeah.
It's very quiet in my voice.
Where are you? Come on, Nikolai. Bedtime. You may not need sleep, but your avatar does.
The cat's taking up most of the bed again.
Oh! I guess we didn't sell anything. Grapes. Grape things of... Grape. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I don't know what it is. Still working on it. Grape. Grape job, maybe? Is that everything? I think that's most things anyway. Oh, no. The yams.
Do we have some yams?
Yes, I just picked up a bunch.
Yams or rams?
Yams.
Ah, yams are good. Good with butter.
So are clams.
That I'm less familiar with.
Yeah, me too. What were we looking for? I completely forgot.
Do we only have 4 cooks or do we have 5? I can't remember.
I don't know. You're in charge of chooks. Chook charge. Oh, I needed to plant some more.
Adult ones and a baby chook.
Where's the... Oh, bloody hell. Let's see, Gunter. the pine tree's grown. I just need to remember where I left that bloody tap. God, we have far too much corn.
Why?
Well, because we can't plant anything else without digging up a whole new patch of ground, and that sucks ass, because we're already running out of time to water everything today as is. You dig? You dig, dog?
Well, yeah, but at least at the end of this month, well, end of this season, we can do a one with sprinklers.
True. Maybe even sooner than that if we're lucky and we get levels up.
Oh, that's why. I was like, why is it keep doing? Because I keep clicking them.
The nice thing about the iridium sprinklers is you can set up like little 24 patches, can't you?
Yep.
If you have the sprinkler in the center, and then you've got like a nice 24 patches, I guess, for all the various crops, which tessellates nicely as well. Also, it means you can be like, oh, well, I can have 4 lots of 8, or, sorry, 4 lots of 6, or 3 lots of 8, or, 2 lots of 12. Good for when you don't want, like, 2 million buckets of corn. But, you can have... Oh, the jams are getting done.
The jam's done. I'll go and send them more off then. I'll give it a minute. So let's see if any more tick off before I put them in.
Dear God.
That was a big breath.
Yeah, I'm more glue than person at this point.
That's a spooky statement there.
I am the glue beast.
I am the glue beast.
I come into your house and smear PVA glue everywhere.
Yeah.
Entirely on accident.
PVA.
Fishing and Gunter. Oh, and hardwood. I'm going to the
Hardwood.
secret forest.
Do you want to take the axe with you and get the hardwood then?
I've got it. It's cool.
My fucking little one. Oh. I'm gonna have to ask you that. Give me that.
What is it?
The hairband on the floor.
Oh, the cat brought some hairbands, did he? Fuck it. Thank you, cats.
That one.
Ah,
He wants this one.
Yes. He wants the dirty one.
Ah, cats. Who'd have them?
I can think of at least 3 people on this call.
I'm sorry.
Maybe 4.
You're not getting any. Unless you want a hairband too, Sam.
I'm going to get a cat soon, actually.
Yeah, that's what I said. 3 people on this currently talking to. That's you, and you, and you.
Yeah.
3 people who would have cats.
All 3 of me.
Would you not have a
No,
cat?
sure. No, I don't. I might consider getting a cat, but I don't know. My dad doesn't like animals anyway. I think a dog bit him when he was young or something like that.
Ah, fair.
So he's I wouldn't say
feel
like
bad for your
scared.
dad,
I don't know about scared, but like apprehensive, I think is probably a better way of explaining it.
I made friends with one of my clients' parrots the other day, and that
Oh, yeah.
parrot is mostly known for biting people. And I became best friends with it. To the
Oh,
point where
it's
it
always
was
looking everyone
switching
else's
itself up
face
to
when
the
you
caged
make friends
bars.
with someone that hates everyone else.
Oh yeah, it was great. Like, the first time I went round there, he did bite me very lightly. He was very gentle for what he normally does. He normally causes copious bleeding. This time it barely bled at all, so...
So that you just bought.
I bought my bag.
Ah.
I said I was going to buy it, and if I'm going mining and stuff, I'll need the bigger bag.
Yes. Especially if you go to the Skull Cave.
Yeah.
I think he was an Amazon green.
What was that, Ron?
I think it was an Amazon green parrot. I think.
As opposed to Amazon Prime.
Ha ha.
I'm sure someone out there's done that joke already.
I'm very satisfied with myself.
Apparently AJ was already typing the Amazon Prime joke.
God damn, that's a lot of blackberries. And it's only gonna get worse.
Ah! Fucking hell.
What happened there?
Steady.
So the Gandalf staff is perched between two mugs to keep it off the ground while it dries. And occasionally it falls off. Because I'm covered in glue and it sticks to me and then I move my hand away and bang.
The sticks stay
You're,
stuck.
you're living the best life, Ron.
Absolutely.
That's
I
the
long
thing
for
about
death.
paper mache. That's the good part about paper mache.
You say that to me right now.
Best part of paper mache is making yourself a cast.
When your paper mache model falls on top of your foot and you're
Well-
breaking your leg.
Well,
All
I
I'm
mean,
gonna say,
when I say
I've been
making
there
yourself
so
a
long.
cast, I actually mean making your sister a cast and then leaving her there stuck with her hands coated in papier mache. I was a good brother.
Did you do a lap of down here, by the way?
Not the lower section, no, only the
I'll go and do it
upper.
there then.
Gather 8 pieces of hardware.
I've been there before myself. I know what you're going through.
Yeah, this isn't even the biggest thing I've made out of paper mache. The dragon wings I made that you might have seen.
They were
Those
amazing.
were also they're also paper mache.
They were also
Quite a lot of
huge.
Yeah, I think you came over while I was making it actually.
I think I did at one point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean
And
I
I
was
was
working
like-
on them for like a year.
Yeah, that's like,
Use on
Blackberry
that.
Day.
A friend of mine is actually going to help me remake them so that they are movable.
Literally ran into a mushroom and kept walking.
Oh, I couldn't hear what you said, Ron, because yeah, it was telling me that I'd apparently neglected to pick up a mushroom. I've no idea when it was, because
My friend's helping me make new dragon wings for that cosplay, except this time they'll be movable.
are they going to be like motorized or
We
what?
don't know yet. We're going to bum around with a whole bunch of ideas.
I see.
Oh, that one. Right, okay. I couldn't see it was behind a tree. I'm blind at the best of times. Yeah, it was scorning me for being able to miss a mushroom that was hidden behind a tree.
You
Oh, that's new.
got stuck on the mushroom, and then you walked past it, and you didn't even wonder what you were stuck on.
I'm not that observant.
Oh,
I've said this
that's why I shouldn't be watching this stream because it always triggers my OCD.
Don't watch the stream. Watch the chat. They need watching. Sneaky chat. We're on
currently
to you,
discussing
chat.
if an Amazon Prime parrot came with a discount.
Probably.
A Twitch subscription.
Oh, Sharona, did Benny arrive?
Benny. Who is Benny?
Sharona
Also,
bought
when
Benny
the
the
parrot
llama.
likes you, he wolf whistles
llama.
at you.
A llama.
A llama! Llama! I really wish I remembered what that was. There's a...
It's
if
like
you're
an
familiar
animal,
with-
kind of like a goat.
No, there's
tool.
a Monty Python sketch where they're talking about llamas in Spanish,
Ah, I
and
see.
I really wish I could remember it. They've got a song that they sing, and the song I used to remember it, but the song is "Llamas are larger than frogs."
Spam, 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 spam.
Lovely
Egg spam, chips.
wonderful
Spam. I showed
Alright.
that to my boss at work. because he was making spam for his kids. And I'm like, have you seen the spam song? And he said no. And so I put it on in the middle of work. I'm a professional.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't. Just because you're professional doesn't mean you can't also have fun. Oh my god, it's been 2 days. We've already got 160 blackberries.
You've got 160. I've got 44 on me.
I
Well
meant
done.
in the box. I meant in the box. So I
Ah.
guess when you add,
Can we put? No, we can't. Is glass shards worth keeping, or should I just sell them?
keep them.
Okay.
Wait, no, are they ornamental or? I think they might
It
be.
says artifacts, so I'm never sure. I'll keep them for now. We can always get rid of them later.
Yeah.
And mushrooms, can mushrooms go in anything, or are they just sellable?
Which ones?
Common mushroom.
Oh, I think you can sell them. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pick up the 80 hardwood. I got just enough because you can get, what is it, a dozen? I'm not sure if it's every day or every 3 days, but every time the secret forest loads itself, you can get another 12 wood because there's 6 stumps, and 6 times 2 is 13.
It's 12.
Shh. I want to see how many people in chat I can trigger.
I should probably pour myself a drink on that note. The question is, will I be able to let go of the mug?
The answer to that question will shock you. Tune in next time for Mug Antics number 3.
The other question is, do I have another mug? Because mugs are currently supporting...
That's a
Stuff.
very good point.
Can you invest in a straw?
Do I have straws? Another question.
Oh, look at this. Pak Choi? McMoy.
You know what I need to get? One of those twisty straws.
Oh yeah.
You know, I miss twisty straws. Where did they go, guys? I remember them from my
Back of the
childhood.
drawer, you know? With all the other stuff that gets forgotten.
The inevitable drawer of crap in every household, yes.
Yeah. The, you know, where the radish scrapers and the bean picklers are.
We don't talk about the bean picklers.
I think it's just the word bean. Very funny.
Bean. Is it anything to do with Mr. Bean?
I don't
We said
think
funny.
so. I think it's just the way some words sound amuse me.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. I know, Mr. Bean sometimes very funny, sometimes so cringy that I can't watch it. I don't know, it's like a 50-50 chance that I'll love it, or I'll think, oh god, I can't watch this. It's too cringe. Big
The
sad.
word flump. I like the word flump. It has a good ring to it. You know?
I see.
I mean,
I don't know
flumps
what the
are
word
very
means.
fun. They are very nice marshmallow treats, but the packaging does annoy everyone because they are coloured in such a way that they really annoy the OCD when you point it out to them.
I have not noticed this.
I will... I'm sure I took a picture of my box of flumps before. It's like coloured blue, pink and yellow. But instead of it going
Pansexual.
like pink, blue, pink, yellow, yellow, blue, pink, it goes blue, pink, yellow, 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 pink, blue. So it's just off colour from what it should be as a
It's a mirror, isn't it?
flump box, yeah.
I hate the fucking plum box. Fucking hate that box.
Isn't it just a mirror of itself, though?
No, it's not, because I have a box of flumps, because of, lockdown. Lockdown when I'm around Bellary, and Bellary has a habit of convincing me I should buy multi-boxes of sweets.
Didn't
Why I
I buy a
bought them.
multi-box of Kit Kats?
I bought a multi-box of zebra Kit Kats.
So did I. The one that we were going to try together. It hasn't arrived yet. I just completely forgot about it until now.
Yeah, the Japanese ones, yeah, they're not due to arrive till like the first week in March for me.
I think they were
I
going
am
to
looking
arrive
forward
like,
to them.
on
They're
my
going to
birthday.
they're going to be fun.
I don't really have a sense of taste, so that's gonna be not fun for me. So I'm gonna skip it. I
I
don't know
still
what's
remember the
wrong.
time when you came to visit and I was going into Asda and I was like, what do you want to eat? We'll get something to eat. And you said, I'm fine. And I said, well, pick something to eat. And you just picked up a cucumber.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I bought the cucumber and you started eating it like an apple
yeah,
as we left Asda.
yeah.
And
Carrots as
I'd
well.
gotten like, I'd gotten
Carrots,
like,
apples, cucumbers.
no, no, it was one cucumber. That's all
Yeah,
you would get. A
yeah.
single.
No, well, that's what I got then. But there's plenty of times when I would just be like, "Oh, okay, I'm hungry." Go to the fridge, grab a carrot, eat the carrot. You know,
At least it's healthy.
it
I mean, I
is.
used to
Yeah,
do that with red peppers. Just eat them like apples from shops.
you're right.
'cause
It
they're
is healthy.
really tasty.
As a kid, I used to eat like
Oh fuck, that's not what I wanted.
Madame Jeanette peppers, which are the hottest fucking peppers. They are. And now I can't eat them anymore.
But when I was at uni,
used to-
especially, I used to just go to Tesco and just buy a red pepper and eat it on the way up. And people just look at you so fucking weird when you do that.
I eat raw mushrooms. I'm a bit ashamed to admit.
Oh, a rare crow.
Oh, got a rare crow?
Oh, what kind of mushrooms? Oh, yeah, from Gunter. What kind of
Usually
mushrooms?
chestnut mushrooms normally. Occasionally shiitake mushrooms. I could eat raw shiitake mushrooms all day, every day, and be happy.
I can't eat
It
mushrooms.
sounds like a very binding diet.
Almost as binding as PVA glue.
Hey.
Hopefully you're not eating the PVA glue.
I'm not
Ooh.
gonna try to eat it.
Oh
However,
god.
when I
just
try to
had a
eat something
mental-
else,
You know when like you've left a bottle of PVA glue open, and it's got like a solid bung of PVA.
oh god.
Yeah, don't try eating PVA.
I mean, I'm not intending to. I'm just worried that somehow food will get stuck to my fingers and then I'll stop. You know.
Did that work?
I don't know, but some paper just fell in my glue pot, so I'm doomed.
Really? Why has this not worked?
Why
Hey,
is
I
it not
haven't
work?
Get out.
What are you doing?
Oh wow, that's a lot of glue.
like Robin's project, right?
Uh-huh.
Gather 80 pieces of hardwood and add the hardwood to the stockpile. I think you need to actually gather it. Hang on, let me chat to her and see if that's helped.
They've never cared about gathering before now.
Well, they do sometimes. Construct farm
Tell them
buildings.
to stop
yeah.
being so picky.
We should really make a barn. Those pigs. I don't know if we have time for truffles now.
Well, once we put the big sprinklers in, we'll be able to basically not have to do anything with the corn apart from just watch it.
Well, I mean, we've only got what 16 days until it's time for the winter.
Yeah, but then in spring and summer and stuff, we can just like watch stuff.
Hang on, I need to Google. No, actually, chat. Yeah, treacherous dogs. I need you to do me a favor, please. Can you work out if we actually have to gather the hardwood or whatever it is, like the ores that you have to gather for Clint, or do you have to gather them like during the time frame, or can you just, blag it and find some that you dug down earlier? Chop down.
I want fresh hardwood.
Yes. Well, when you say it like that, how can I refuse?
Well, AJ thinks that they might have to be fresh ones.
Damn it. That's a ball ache and a half. Especially since we've only got a few days left.
Can you not get hardwood during the winter?
Yeah, but it's a limited time thing, isn't it?
Oh, right, okay.
You've got 3 days to get the hardwood kind of deal.
Should we upgrade another tool?
Yeah, sure, if we've got time. I could do with upgrading my hoe, but I can do that over winter. So maybe it'd be best to upgrade my pick or my axe.
It's either that or we make a bigger watering can, but then if we're going to get sprinklers, we probably don't need a bigger watering can, do we?
Yeah, again, we can do it over winter when we're not
We could
using
get a bigger
them.
hole for now, I suppose.
Yes, that's a good point.
Alright, I'll go see if I can hand it in. I don't know what time he shuts.
4, I think, from memory.
Might be shut then. I'll go down and check anyway. At worst, I can go tomorrow.
Yeah, and there's the
Town.
minecart anyway that leads to it, so...
It's 4, yeah. Oh well. We'll go tomorrow and get the hole done then. Oh, it's the mouse crow. I like the mouse crow. Actually, you know what? I'll just do a run around and see if I can find any more blackberries. Have you done the beach at all?
No, actually, that's a good point. I have
I will
not.
go and do the beach now then.
Man, there's always like loads of like posts on Reddit about, oh look, I got a iridium ring and a dinosaur egg in this treasure chest. But I don't think I've ever gotten anything except for bait and occasionally a couple of geodes at best.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because they've got the high luck of the day, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't luck meant to also be a stat? Like,
I don't know.
it's never
I
been
feel like if it was a
used.
stat, you could put points in it though.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like technically the game files do have a stat called luck, but there's no way to level it up, so it's permanently at 0 for everyone, which is like the baseline, and it's actually how lucky you are doesn't have anything to do with the stat really.
Klepto was saying we can boost luck with food.
Yes. Ah, maybe that's how it works. So you don't need the you don't like level it up, like you would level up fishing. You can just boost it. Yes, that does actually make a lot of sense because if you can have a food that boosts your fishing stat to make you better at fishing, then it would be good game design to use the same. Ah, I never thought of it like that. Who was that in chat?
Klepto.
Klepto. You are hereby a classed as less suspicious member of chat, which is definitely a step up from the considered treacherous dogs, which is everyone else in chat.
Wasn't it Klepto that did the artwork of Index and Karen?
Yes.
Thank you for that, by the way. It is my background screen on my phone.
Aw. I like that.
Got my hellish concoction of Tia Marie and Bailey's again.
Oh god.
So hellish. So hellish.
It tastes like sin, and I love it. That is going straight to my thighs.
Klepto's halfway through another picture of Index at the moment.
I just saw. I look forward to that. That sounds amazing.
Did you finish the one you were
fan
doing the other night that you'd inked in and then forgot about the ear you were talking about in chat?
I think that's the one she went broken got.
Ah, I look forward to it. Yeah,
Tried
I forgot
fishing
to
in
do
real
the ear
life.
as well on her for the official artwork. In my defense, when I started that, she didn't have the ear on her back, so I don't have the energy, motivation, or time to do another one. I'm still having to try and get through all the Bellry's characters.
Yeah, that's gonna take you a while. Oh my
Yeah,
god, you're in bed early, mate. Blimey. You're feeling okay.
I had no energy.
don't worry, neither do I.
Hey. Oh, hello.
Did you take for the sausage
There's the
roll?
beehive.
Don't think you did.
Question is Wilco going to be open so I can buy a can of spray paint?
Right now.
And will my landlord murder me if I do
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Outside.
It depends.
I
If you
mean.
write shit on the wall, then maybe.
No, I mean like outside in the courtyard. I mean, to
The
be fair, I
answer
don't
is
think my
still yes.
landlord would even notice if I accidentally painted the walls brown. But no, don't want to tempt fate. Who knows? Maybe he's a frequenter on Twitch. Highly doubt
Oh
it,
god.
but
Klepto, we trusted you. You've been downgraded back to suspicious. I'm making up these categories on the fly, so there is no rhyme or reason to them.
pickled eggplant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can pickle anything if you're brave enough.
You can. The question is,
Oh.
should you?
Hello, Gunter. Ooh, a golden shovel.
We've got a golden shovel.
Is he meant to be an archaeologist?
He's the museum man.
A
The old
geologist?
key. It's a little rusty.
Yeah, but what's his field in? What is he
He's got a
specialised?
rusty key.
He might be a librarian because there is, a massive flipping library in there. Oh, it's the library key. Wait, no, hang on, that's not right.
What's the library key do?
It's not the library key; it's the sewer key.
Ah, so we can go talk to the ghost boy.
Ghost boy.
Hanging in the
Ghost.
sewers with all my mates.
The turds are my only friends.
The question is, do I dare pick up my mug of happy juice?
No,
All covered in this much glue.
no, it's too risky. You'd be mad to
Can
try.
Tia Maria improve the taste of PVA glue?
Now
Why?
that is something the
That's a
docs will
question for
say.
the ages.
Well, I
But,
found if I use my palms and keep my fingers completely away from the mug, it works.
can't help but feel there are better ways of drinking from a mug.
You
Adapt,
get one with really
overcome,
elaborately
survive.
long straws.
This is
Yeah.
why I need twisty straws.
Yes.
I need twisty.
My only problem with crusty straws is they're a nightmare to clean.
Yes,
Just-
but I have a straw cleaner.
Just
Ah,
twist it
you've thought of everything.
like we did last summer. Wait a minute. I thought they were called pipe cleaners. I've been lied to
Yes.
my
Is a
entire
straw
life.
not a pipe?
That's kind of
Technically, a human is a pipe.
Technically, a human is a pipe, yeah.
don't say it, please. I don't
Most
know.
bilaterarians are. Bilaterarians.
Bilaterians.
Yes. Animals
Storm the
with bilateral
proletariat.
symmetry.
We've been told by chat not to put pipe cleaners in humans.
Well, yeah.
Don't tell me what
obviously.
to do.
Wait, did you harvest a couple of things that were one-shots?
I harvested a couple of sunflowers.
Ah, that'll be why there's some gaps.
Because I imagine there's no point in replanting them.
Well, I mean, sunflower oil. Pretty good.
No, but it's not going to expire. Oh no, it's only 13th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should I just replant them then?
Yes, please.
There you go.
I think I need to reposition this mug now.
I might need to reposition my mug. It's getting right sore with the headphones on it. It's kind of like half-assed way.
That'll do. Hopefully that won't stick horribly. Quite like that mug.
As long as you move your mug every now and then so it's not stuck to the table.
I'm not at a table,
Rotate
I'm on
my
the
jaw.
floor.
Rotate my jaw a couple times, you know. Are you going to say hi to the chooks?
I will go say hi to the chooks in a minute once I have sent off this copper hole to be upgraded.
What did that hub ever do to you?
It didn't.
Oh.
It didn't hole enough apparently.
Love your hub.
Love your hoe like you love your...
I probably should have put some geodes in before I did this, but never mind. Steel hole.
Blimey, I thought you were only at the base level.
No, I had a level 2. Well, copper one.
Oh man, I should have got mine upgraded first then, because mine's still a rank 1.
Ah, sorry. At least we can then dig, like, well, bigger areas. Is there anything on the beach? It doesn't look like it.
It's a tricky fish. Tricky fishy.
All I can hear, AJ, is the talk of a 90s website about rocks. Geode cities.
Have you ever visited the Space Jam website?
No. It's as depressing as I thought it would be.
If you then... Oh, my screen's died. Space Jam website? Or are we talking to chat?
Space Jam website, yeah.
It's not depressing, it's very nostalgic, and they definitely didn't ever expect anyone to look at the source code, because there's a lot of jokes and I was here type things.
Ah, the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm Krobos, merchant of rare and exotic goods.
A void egg for 5,000.
Oh, is that the black ducks? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we may have to get one.
20,000. And a return scepter for 2
Ooh, a
million.
star drop, you say?
Yeah, but unless you've got 20,000 lying around. Don't, please.
Can you look actual fun things from here, or is it just...
No. I think it's just the cart. But, you know, trying to get to level 10. Might as well fish where I can.
Let's go see if there's anything for foraging. Do.
There usually is somewhere.
Usually there is, yeah. I'm just not seeing anything today. Definitely not a blackberry day, put it that way. Oh, that comes in that way. Right. Don't remember which direction that came in from. Yeah, we have done. We went down to the boy in the sewer. Could you pass me my incense in my coat bucket? There is nothing here for foraging. Makes me sad. At least we can break some rocks up. That's something.
Oh, are you in the forest? Can you check the secret forest?
I can check the secret forest. What are you looking for?
I'm wondering if the stumps have respawned.
Alright, I will go check. Yes, they have.
Nice. I'm on my way.
I'm on
I'll
the
just kill these
way.
slimes then while I'm here.
Happiness to
No,
happiness.
not the Slims. They are such good boys.
I'm on my way. I don't know the rest of the lyric to the song.
I know that song.
Yeah, Shrek.
No, the one you were just singing about not knowing the lyrics to this song.
Do you
I've
know
sung
the
that
lyrics to that song?
It's
No.
Because I only
Kramer,
know it
doesn't
from
it?
Shrek.
Well, yeah, I do know the lyrics to the song, and they go, I don't know the lyrics to this song. La 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 la.
Oh, la 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 la. I do not know the words. I do not know the words. I do not know any of the words.
Did you not bring your
Can
axe
you
today?
please teach me? Can you please
No, because my
teach
axe
me? I
has
do not
been
know
left in the
lyrics
box
to
in
this
case you needed
song.
it for stuff.
Oh, I see.
I might actually be able to finish this tonight. Aha!
Aha!
Yeah. Thank fuck. How many years oncoming was that? 4. 4 years.
4 years.
It's been 84 years.
84! And still Mr. Sinister won't send me back my love letters.
Send you back your love letters, it's not gonna do much. Reply to your love letters though. Unless you want your love letters back, in which case it works. You want them back?
I don't know.
Should I ask Bowery?
It's just sort of randomly ad-libbing. Hello, cat. You come to sit next to me for a reason.
Food. Or
AJ
warmth.
shouting Professor Sinister.
Still alive?
Hmm?
Are you still alive over there, or nah?
Just took back algebra.
You're talking to me?
Yep. There was a big crash, you see.
Ah, that was me kicking my miniature Hoover away so I could stretch my leg out a bit.
Ah. What is a mahogany seed, chat?
What is a
Mahogany,
mahogany
type
seed?
of tree. Type of tree.
I've only ever seen 2 types of tree in Stardew.
Dude, there's been 3 since the game released.
Has there?
Yes.
What's the third one?
Well, there's pine, which is very distinguishable. There's
Yep.
maple and oak, which are much more similar.
Ah. Maybe there's a 4th type then.
Maybe. Maybe that's what the mahogany tree is.
Hey, dragon. We have a dragon in chat.
I'm home. Just in time for bed.
Ooh, if we need more people, I might be able to get my friend who knows paleontology to come on.
I thought he was meant to come on last week and tell us all about dinosaurs.
I mean, I kind of forgot, to be honest. If you want, I can get on his ass and nag him to come on.
Sure.
Only with
Okay,
his consent.
Bring him on and let's discuss the dinosaurs.
I
That would give
can
us an interesting
certainly
day of
try.
chat.
Let me just try and get him to appear.
Oh, so mahogany is hardwood, apparently.
Holy shit, why was I not informed of this?
So apparently we can grow our own hardwood now.
Chat, I'm very disappointed in you.
Oh, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Right, what did we make from fish?
What's up, Luffy?
Oh, quite a lot, actually.
Why are you looking so grumpy?
The cat is sitting next to me, apparently looking grumpily at meow. Typical the one day I decide to take my insulin at the start of the day that we have to do all the crop harvesting. Oh dear. We got some grap. And some pumpkin. All hail the great pumpkin.
Most of it. Right, what did we need? Artisan bundle? No.
Did we need
Alright,
5 gold
I have
pumpkins?
messaged him. It's up to him now.
Did we need 5 gold pumpkins?
No. We already did the pumpkins. Last... we did corn and...
Oh yeah, there's only 3 we needed, wasn't it?
Yeah, because we could do the one for... where's the bloody mahogany tree? Right, let's plant this here. I know you don't need to water them, but I feel like I should just, you know...
Apparently if we grow 9 pumpkins in a square and leave them, they grow to 1 giant pumpkin.
Yes, but I have no patience for that sort of thing. So I've never done it.
What use would we have for a giant pumpkin?
They make slightly more than their sort of constituents, as it were.
I see.
You end up with slightly more pumpkins than you'd have gotten if you hadn't.
Do you mean slightly more as in like a couple of gold, or do you mean slightly more as in like a couple of hundred?
No, I'm not sure, but I know that when you break them open, they have more than however many pumpkin. It would be 9 3x3, so they have more than 9 pumpkins inside. I don't know if it's much more or not much more, but. God damn it, where's that tree tap I keep forgetting to put on that pine tree?
All hail the great pumpkin.
Also, there's some honey, wild honey that I just picked off the thing that I'll hand into the artisan bundle. There it is.
Yay. Cat has decided that he's going to go away. And it was not worth his time trying to bother me for something.
Do you remember what sap you got out of that tree? Out the tree next to up here?
The top one I think was maple.
Ah, okay, good. So I need an acorn for the third one. I'm gonna go into town and grab some more seeds. Pumpkin seeds, I think.
How long do pumpkins take to harvest? Oh, train.
Shouldn't be too long, I don't
Is it
think.
worth bothering with the train?
12 days? Yeah, I'm gonna go up. I think it's 12 days.
On the
Could be
12
mistaken.
days of train.
No, on the 12 days of pumpkins. On the 12th day of pumpkin, my true love gave to me.
What do I need to hit this train with?
I don't know if you do. I think if you just wait, if you're lucky, you can get geodes and rocks, wood. And if you're not, you get nout. Come on, give us some. Ooh, what's that? Little choo-choo was here. Can you see this? It's like a big vat of gross.
That's green beans.
Yeah. I think I've gone off green beans.
No, nothing off this train.
Oh. What's this? Copper ore. Time for the copper ore.
Oh. Apparently, Robin's project, we need to gather 80 pieces of hardwood for the thing. It doesn't matter if we've added 80, we needed to have gathered all of them. That's quite annoying.
That is quite annoying. It's like that one with the Clint, where Clint wants to inspect the copper ores. You have to get them that day. It's like, fuck's sake. Actually, it's not that day. I think it's like over the course of 3 days. It's not crazy bad. It's still pretty annoying.
There's some worms here at the top of the stairs.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I don't have any, because my hole is currently being inspected for something.
Where? The top of the stairs?
The one the way up next to the cave.
Oh, those stairs, right. Sorry, I thought you were still at the train bit. Because there's some stairs to get up to the train area, isn't there?
Let me just refill my watering can and I'll get back on with the watering.
Oh. A single stone.
What else have you been playing recently, Tom?
Oh, you know, just the Warhammer 2, really, to be honest.
Is that,
I was
the Vermintide one?
No. The strategy, grand strategy style.
Ah, right.
Not Vermintide. You know, playing as some rat men. You know, scurrying around, eating my enemies, that sort of thing. You know, hashtag just rat things.
Yep.
It's pretty good campaign. I don't know. I don't really bother with like challenging myself on it because I'm really bad at it. So I just decide, well, I know I'm bad, so I'm not even going to try doing like ultra hard mode. So I just do it all on easy, just dick about, you know, messing things up. And I've got the whole. Okay, I don't know how many of you have played Warhammer 2, but for those who haven't, rats can dig underneath other people's settlements and like set up like what they're called under empires or whatever it's called. And so I've basically done that for almost all of the like posh swanky kids known as the High Elves. So almost all of their settlements on the Big Donut, which is where they live, have got under empires where I am, you know, abducting their citizens, eating them or enslaving them or whatever it is we do with them.
You make them work the big wheel, if I remember right.
Yes. Yeah, I've no doubt got some of them on some of the slaves on the turbine.
I don't remember what the big wheel actually does. I just remember that Skaven have the big wheel.
We got just sort of well, some of them will work on the wheel, you know, for power and whatnot. There's also the Doom wheel. I don't know if that's the same thing that you're thinking of. Do you know, I think I've used it once and I didn't really rate it much, so I never sort of touched it again. But apparently it's super good. But I've always found that just the Plague Claw catapults are pretty good anyway.
AJ shouting Doom wheel in chat.
No Doom. Only wheel. Wait, no, hang on. No wheel, only Doom. Thank you. That way around. Yeah, I don't know.
I have 1 energy left, and there's still about 3 that need watered.
Oh god, where are you? I'll do it.
Yeah, the ones here where I'm standing. I actually realised I haven't spoke to the chicks yet. Oh god, they'll be angry. Oh well, I'll have to do it tomorrow. Well, I maybe could go and get some energy back and go and do something. We'll see how much energy I get back.
You've missed quite a few actually.
Have I?
But yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Luckily I've got enough energy for 'em.
Right?
Well, it's a pretty close thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I probably should go to the spa, shouldn't I? Let's go to the spa.
Get yourself a makeover.
Yep. Got a bunch of maple seed and wood there.
Yeah, I went on a chopping spree today.
Ah. I just realised Rowan's gone very quiet.
I was distracted by a music video.
Ah.
But
What
now
song?
I am back to Ship in a Bottle. Good song. I like it.
Possibly not familiar, maybe just don't remember it.
Well, maybe stick it in chat or something. I don't know. I'm covered in glue.
Fair enough then.
Yeah, how did you answer your, I want to say phone, but what I mean is Discord. Cool.
I used my pinky finger, but he hasn't responded yet. So if he continues not to respond, I'm just going to call him up.
Say, we need dinosaurs, damn it!
I'm actually going to try that. Let me just call him.
Pictures of dinosaurs!
How?
In the style of pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Where is my dad messaging me?
I was thinking of a, because my mum was talking the other day about when I was learning to talk. And you know the Patrick versus Manta man with the little ID card?
Mm-hmm.
That meme template. Well, I was thinking, you know, if the first, it could be, the first frame would be like, so, and the so, si, jizz, sausages, sausages. Because apparently I couldn't say sausages as a kid. It's a hard word to say when you're a little kid, sausages.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, sausages was apparently what I called them.
Oh, we're getting a
Oh.
live call.
Who's the call? I can hear a call.
Hello caller, you're on line 1.
Hello,
Hello,
welcome to
how are you?
Starbucks. How can we help you?
Did you see the messages I posted on Discord?
Oh, did I? I don't think so. Hold on a second.
Would you like
Hey.
to join a server and come on and chat to us about paleontology?
Hey, Jimmy.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you want to do that?
I can do that if you want.
No pressure.
Oh, I just entered the server.
Wonderful. Come on to voice chat general when you get the chance.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang up now.
Okay, I'll see what I can do then.
Alright. I'll hang up now, yeah?
Yeah, alright.
See you
It's not the
around.
same when the veil's pulled
Yeah,
back, is it?
probably.
See you in a few seconds.
That's it.
Jimmy!
There Jimmy!
Jimmy!
I like Jimmy.
He's a good lad.
He is. I forget that you
Reckon
actually
you can
know
join
him.
too and happily discuss this if you want, I don't mind. It's not like we're getting guest speakers in or anything.
Does he need a cut?
Don't know. Do you usually cut people that talk about paleontology?
We can name a duck after him.
We can name a duck after him, that's very true, we can.
Ooh. Or, like a cow or a sheep or whatever.
Just
because we
make
need
sure
some of
you
them.
put down the name Jimbo.
Jimbo, okay.
Just trust me, he'll love it.
No, you won't. It's a goddamn lie and you know it. That was a very evil laugh. Ah!
Yeah, I'm
level
good at
9
them.
farming. Iridium sprinkler and quality fertilizer. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Whew.
Come on, Jimmy, hurry up.
My steel hoe.
that some items were placed in lost and found.
What?
Interesting.
Bring your 9 items to the Grange for display. What? What?
I
What's
don't know.
this on display nonsense they want?
Oh. There's a fair.
Piss. Ah, flump.
What?
Lots
Let
of
me
bits
guess.
of paper are now stuck all over the staff at random intervals, where they should not be.
Well,
Come on, get off.
tell them to get off. That's assault. Clinging to a member
I'm
of staff like
trying.
that.
Right, that'll do.
Damn, not even acknowledged.
Oh, fucking hell, Tom.
Alright, I've turned all those snails and crayfish and, is it cockles or something? Periwinkles? Into quality fertilizer. Any fish, and they count as fish, even though they sell for tit all. They do make quality fertilizer.
You've got a mouse?
There's a mouse crow.
I like a mouse.
I like the mouse crow. We've got 2 of them. 2 mouse crows.
Why don't we never have a mouse?
Because you get them for handing in X amount at the museum. So sure we did get one.
What's this?
The mouse crow. Yeah, I was asking where
Yeah.
we got the mouse crow from.
Yeah, we handed in. It was from Gunther. We just after a certain. It was one of the rewards. You know, I think it was every 5 or 10.
We're being asked in chat if we can display the purple pants at our stall.
No, because none of us are friends with Marnie.
Wait, so if you're friends with her, you can display the mayor's pants.
No, if you're friends with her, you can go into her bedroom and pick up, for some reason, the pants that are on the floor. I don't know why she lets you do that, but I guess she's a free spirit or something.
She can do what she likes with her own body.
I hate to disappoint, but yeah, I hate to disappoint their own, but if pants are regularly part of your body, then I think there's some medical issues, and you might need to see a doctor.
Yeah, better go to the doctor then.
Pants should not be part of your body.
It's all the PVA glue!
Make him laugh, have seen it was hilarious. I thought it was pleasant, but it was hilarious.
I make all my underwear from PVA glue.
Sorry about that.
Trying to wipe the tears from my eyes.
Now your eyelids.
Don't put glue in your eyes. Don't put glue in your eyes.
Oh god, I can't see. My eyes are full of glue. This was the worst idea.
Oh dear.
It's
Sorry.
overwatched, isn't it?
I shouldn't be allowed to make jokes.
Nope, you should. You're fine.
Who else
Debatable.
Who else is going to make jokes if not you?
Exactly.
Hopefully James, if he hurries the flip up.
Did you hand that wood skip in?
I can't remember. No, I'm waiting until we can. Oh no, I did. Huh. I was going to say I'm waiting until we can get the sandfish before I bother. But
What do
hello
we
there,
need for the
Marnie.
sandfish again? Is it just the 25k?
I think it is just the 25k. Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm going to buy a bunch of pumpkin seeds, and by a bunch I mean I'm like a dozen or so.
Oh yeah, I should go and get my hole.
Yeah, a dozen pumpkins just in case. Just because. Oh, I've also got pumpkin on me that I ought to give in. That'll finish a bundle. Because we've already given in the yam and the eggplant and the bok choy? Corn? Whatever it was.
I probably should have brought something else to hand in, actually. Do you want to
Yeah.
put your copper thing on?
Poem. Yeah. Wait, what do I want to hand in? Oh, we got a bee house out of it. That's nice. Second bee house. What do I have? Can we upgrade size yet?
No, I don't think
When
we can.
does
Still-
a bee house become a bee home?
Probably when they've like done some work on it, you know. They've changed the carpets or painted a wall.
Hmm?
How you catch them red-handed by the bush in the beach.
Hmm?
12:40 a.m. exactly. Click on the bush.
So do you want to hand anything else in?
Yeah, sure.
Where
What
is
we
your
got?
stuff? Is it still in your bags or?
I don't want to do that yet or that yet. Actually, let me get my pickaxe and hand that in. Because that's still base level. I need to put it to copper, really.
Okay.
Actually, I could say the same for my hoe, honestly. Let me plant these first.
Well, you've only got an hour and 20 minutes to the shop.
You're right. Where did I... pickaxe. Do you know where the lost and found is?
Is it the gold one that does the weird 3x3?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh fuck, I forgot the actual ingots.
I just realised what
Can
I
you
should be
bring them?
doing today. I should be saying hello to chooks.
Never mind. I think we've missed the deadline. I forgot to bring the ingots with me.
Oh well. If you leave stuff out, we can... Or put stuff in your bag now, we can do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't seem as angry at me than they usually do.
Maybe they're finally getting used to you.
There is only 4 of them, right?
Isn't there 5?
I thought there was...
I'm still
Oh,
pretty
God.
sure there's 5 as well.
Have you lost the chicken?
Might have lost a chicken, yes.
It might just be buried under all that grass.
Oh, there's more eggs here.
One time I went into a client's house and I was certain I'd lost a grandma.
Right, so there's Banfa. There's Zeffy. There's Luthor. So we should have a there's a Meow and there's a Klepto. So there's 5.
Jimmy!
Hello, I've been summoned.
You have
Hey, Jim.
been. Demon!
Jim. Jimivore.
Yes, I am probably a demon.
Tell us what you know, demon.
1 chickens and a 1 white one.
Tell
a
us
duck
a
feather
fact.
and a duck egg.
Tell us a fact about dinosaurs.
Tell you a fact about dinosaurs. Oh god.
Chucking you in at the deep end there.
Yes, you throw me in at the deep end. The deep end is so deep. There's no bottom in sight. It's just endless ocean.
Abyssal plain.
Yeah.
Farm.
The
Abyssal plain
abyssal
is
pain
all
of
you
a
can see.
panther laceration. Do you want to introduce yourself to chat, James?
Oh, hi, my name is James, and I never learned how to fucking read.
Good start.
Don't worry, neither did chat. Those tricksy chats.
What is he
In all
have against
seriousness,
chat?
my name is James, and I might be a paleontologist.
I mean, you've got a master's degree in it.
Yeah, I have
which
a
is
master's degree, and I might have published a couple of papers.
You have, aren't they published?
Yeah, no, yeah, of course they are.
Yeah, you're a published paleontologist. Well done.
He's just being modest.
Yeah, that's it.
Like a mouse.
A
What?
modest mouse. A
A
mouse.
modest mouse.
Wait.
I was gonna say
So,
Okay.
if
Hitler, but
there's any paleontology
based on
questions, pose them now. And with
So
that,
basically, this is a Q&A. I could do a Q&A. I can do a Q&A. That's much more my style.
Shrona's right, we should... Oh, it was Klepto, sorry. Klepto's right, we should eject Tom.
Tom is very sus.
incredibly
That's all Tom
so.
Ben.
I'm not sus, I'm just the third imposter.
AJ in chat
So,
is
yes,
asking
I am
if
actually very sus.
dinosaurs,
Appar-
They gotta be like that.
Apparently, we've to ask them what's the deal with hadrosaurs.
What's the deal with hadrosaurs? Hadrosaurs are
gotta be
cool.
like that?
Hadrosaurs are... Okay, right. So hadrosaurs are the duck-billed dinosaurs. And they were one of the most successful groups of dinosaurs in the late Cretaceous. They have been found pretty much worldwide.
Pretty impressive.
Are
For
there
a duck.
are there any specific deals with hadrosaurs you were thinking of?
He just says, why they gotta be like that?
Why are they going to be like that? Just
Why
because.
you gotta be like that?
Given how successful they were, though, they're obviously doing something right. Alright, hang on a minute.
When did trees happen? Is my
When
question.
did trees happen? When did trees happen? I believe trees happened during the late Devonian, about 360 million years ago.
That is not as long away as I would have thought.
No. Well, plants have only been around about, how long? I think the oldest known plants are some 430 million years old.
That is even more recently than I would have expected.
Yeah,
Goodness
they
me.
spent about 100 million years or so as just like tiny little things, like tiny little plants. The forests were probably up to your ankles back in those days. But then
That's
as
adorable.
yeah, I know. But as things became more as they became more successful because there wasn't much around to eat them, they just started getting bigger and bigger. And then they started growing into trees and forests.
Is that where the giant mushrooms from the
Oh, you know about the giant mushroom? Yeah.
they were in the hit blockbuster movie whatever it was called. I forgot what it's called now.
My favourite film, whatever that was
Based on a
called.
book by Jules Verne. The one
Oh,
under
Journey to the Centre of the Earth.
Yes, that remember that film?
Yes, I do. I've never seen it all the way through, actually.
I don't think you missed much.
Fair enough.
No disrespect to the actors, but
I know they didn't pay the animators who worked on the CGI for it,
did they
so
not?
the studio went bankrupt.
Wow.
Yeah,
What's
So
they
this?
went bankrupt because they didn't pay them.
What? Where? Why? How?
The animators who worked on the CGI for the Journey to the Center of the Earth film, they didn't get paid enough, so the studio went bankrupt.
Did it go bankrupt from like I don't know? They had to pay a union fee or something, or a fine, and that's why they went bankrupt, or
Probably something like that. I found the giant fungus. Yeah, there it is.
fungus.
But yeah, they survived for a bit. They worked on. I think they did that Walking with Dinosaurs film, and then they went bankrupt again because nobody went to see that.
Yeah, no, the original documentary is where it's at.
Hell yeah! There you go. There's the big fungus.
Yes. Ordovician was it or Silurian?
Devonian.
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 Big
Those are
fungus.
Taxites. Give me a
fungus
sec.
versus
Oh,
Big Chungus.
damn it.
Who gonna win?
Big chungus, big fungus. I'm on a server where we created a bunch of creatures and things, and somebody made a big fungus. What was I looking for? Oh, it's probably better if I jump to DeviantArt for that.
Was the big fungus an absolute chungus though?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at it there. It looks more like it's on the lankier side, like it's tall and thin. It's not got a lot of girth to it.
Like a poplar tree, more than
Yeah.
a great oak.
Right, hang on a minute.
Oh
Did you
yeah, I
make it to
finally
bed?
finished paper macheing that Gandalf staff, James.
How long have you had that, and you're only just starting to work on it?
Well, I finished most of the paper mache today.
Oh, did you?
It's only
Yeah,
taken
that's
4
why I
years.
disappeared.
Yeah, I
Don't
know, right?
at
I
me.
assume the original reciprocate is not going to be getting it.
Ha ha ha! No, he can fight me for it.
You could say.
And it'll be a one-way fight because he hasn't got a staff yet.
You
Yep.
could say.
exactly.
You shall not pass. Ah?
Yeah, you shall not pass.
Ah?
Ah.
No, just Jim? Just Jimmy?
Send him back to the shadows.
Now that there is something I'd like to see. However, I would much rather face off a Balrog than him again.
What are you talking about? He is a Balrog.
Don't insult
that's
a
cool.
Balrog like that.
Aha! There we go. There we go. This is what
He's
I was
not the
looking
Balrog,
for.
he's the troll with the scrotum-looking beard from the
Oh,
Hobbit.
right. The cancer
Whoa,
growth on
whoa,
his
whoa,
chin.
whoa. Easy now. That just because he's got, 15 chins doesn't mean it looks like a scrotum.
Oh,
It
no,
looks
I
like a
can't change it.
scrotum.
The file's too
It
powerful.
does look like a scrotum, but that's not, it's not stoop so low.
There we go.
Look self-consciously in mirror.
There you go. That's how big the big... Oh my god, okay. That's how big the big fungus is.
That is an absolutely huge fungus.
Yes, yes it is.
Wasn't there a whole bunch of, confusion around what it actually was when they first found fossils of it?
Oh, I can imagine that there would have been.
There was a video by PBS Eons on it.
Is there ever not confusion when a fossil first comes out?
Don't.
Particularly when it's something that nobody's seen before.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Anomalocaris, the trisected?
No. Tell me more.
Oh, they found... Oh, I can't remember when it was, but at a site in Canada, they found this weird-looking thing that they called Anomalocaris. I think it was like a little body part. And they named it Anomalocaris, which means odd shrimp, because it looked like an odd shrimp. And then they found another piece. I think it was a ring. Yeah, it was a ring-shaped piece that they thought was a kind of jellyfish. So they named that something else. And then they found another thing, which they named something else. And in the end, it turned out they all belonged to the same animal.
Is this the one that looked like a
Ah.
pineapple slice?
The two camps of paleontology, splitters and lumpers.
But yeah, because it's such a strange animal. Like, if I can find a good photo of one.
Like a giant brine shrimp.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like somebody stitched together a brine shrimp and a mantis shrimp.
Yeah.
Hang on, there you go.
Is mantis shrimp the gun shrimp? Or am I thinking of a different one?
So
Pistol
the
shrimp?
original find were those weird arm things on its face. That was the original thing they found. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
ring-shaped piece was actually its mouth.
Circular beak-shaped appendage of some description.
So when they found it all together, boom, you get that Lovecraftian abomination.
Ah, gotta love the Cambrian explosion.
Cambrian explosion. Well, it wasn't. I mean, it's not really an abomination. I kind of like it.
I love how that video on YouTube completely redefined how everyone in the whole scientific thing described the Cambrian explosion. Now it has to be sung. I just love that.
Okay. Was that Bill Wirtz?
That was entire history of the world, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a fossil as well.
Now
How
there's a
beautiful.
blanket.
You can find one of those in Animal Crossing. I got one of those on my desk. First I did. I swapped it out for a trilobite.
It is wonderfully preserved. Burgess shale?
Burgess shale.
I'm impressed that I remember any of this, to be honest.
For those who don't know, the Burgess Shale is a site in Canada that's right middle Cambrian. It's about 550 million years. No, it's about 500 million years old, and it's all the fossils that you find there are some of the earliest known complex animals.
And also, if you go there without a permit, they'll shoot you.
Yeah, that too.
Why do they shoot you?
Because rare fossils.
Okay, but is that a death sentence?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And people wonder why I didn't continue to do this as an actual job.
It's not their fault.
You'd
You
think
find lots of
Canada would have...
trilobites there. Oh,
just
hang
think-
on. Time to find some of the other weird stuff.
Canada not having a death penalty would impact the fact that they're allowed to
Shout
shoot
out.
people.
Shout out to the Tully monster.
The Tully Monster. We'll get to the Tully Monster. We'll get to the Tully Monster. We get there when we get there. I want to give a shout out to the pab.
Hycoichthyes?
You know the pab.
Ah, yes.
Oppibinia. It's got 5 eyes and a long novel nose.
We need to go to
With
the...
a crap lore at the end.
Yeah.
Go to the what?
Can we go to the town?
But then
If you
they'll
want, we
want to
can
do
paste,
things and waste the day.
Links to these images in the chat, James.
I want some money. And there's
You
plenty
get
of money
money
to
at
be
the
had.
thing?
Get chat. There's chat link if you want to do that.
I'm very confused right now.
We are streaming on Twitch.
Oh, right, okay. Hello. I didn't realise I was on. I didn't realise I was live.
You are
You are
live.
live on the internet. Don't say fuck or bugger. Shit!
Oh,
I mean,
bugger. Well, I fucked up my script for this. Shit.
Ow! Beans!
So,
We got any
join us on-
jams?
No, we just got rid of them all.
Oh,
Why?
boo.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to the town.
Okay.
Come on.
Do I need to carry anything or just
No, I've got the things.
watch you and your
But I
diamond?
really have been summoned out of the void here.
Yeah,
Little bit.
we did you?
Right, okay. I guess I will have to. You're right. I'm gonna have to spam. I'm gonna have to spam the chat with links to these images now, aren't I?
I mean, go
Probably.
for it. Probably be enjoyable.
Oh, we missed it. God damn it.
We missed it. We didn't miss anything.
Yeah, we did.
There we go.
Otherwise,
the
we're going to end up with
opportunity of getting
people
money.
trying to recreate elephants like they did in the 1600s, and they didn't know what an elephant. You seen those
They
pictures?
did what?
You know those pictures when Europeans would try to draw elephants from descriptions?
Oh
they
yeah,
kept
and they drew
drawing
like
them.
weird pig things.
Yeah.
There's the pab. There's the Oppibinia. And
There's nothing on the beach today. I feel quite sad.
Probably because you went just the other day.
I know, but there's nothing
and
here.
there's the Anolocaris.
Oh, I'm quite upset that we missed the
Apparently, we're seeing
opportunity.
chats talking about Japanese paintings of tigers with flat heads
Yeah.
because they'd only seen tiger skins.
Oh, that reminds me of that first painting that someone did of a mammoth when they found those first mammoth remains, and it's so cursed.
Yeah.
It's like a giant pig thing with the tusks all pointing in the wrong directions. It's genuinely one of the most cursed things I've ever seen. Like, my description cannot do it justice.
It does sound very cursed.
Let me see if I can find it.
Also, a shout out to ginkgos, which everyone thought was extinct, and then they found them alive in China.
It's like, oh, these things? Yeah, they've been around for ages. Why?
I have one. I have one in my family home in London. When I
Oh,
buy a plot of land, I will plant it on a plot of land, and it will become my tree. It's already my tree, but like, you know them.
yeah.
Oh, Rowan, have you heard that discourse about somebody saying they'd seen like camera trap footage of a thylacine
That
recently?
comes out every few years.
It does, yeah. But they said, "Oh, I found potential of a thylacine on a camera trap, and I've sent the photos off to the museum for a verification." And everyone's getting really excited, and they said it's just a padamelon, like a little wallaby type thing. It's not even the first time they've been mistaken for thylacines, and looking at them, I have no idea why. But apparently it happens.
Move
Doesn't
brain
surprise me.
peoples.
Yeah. People just mistake padamelons for thylacines these days.
It's the in thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, I can't find the cursed on that. Maybe I should actually add the word cursed to the picture.
Might work.
Yeah, what the hell? They look like mouse kangaroos.
Yeah, I know.
They do not look like thylacines.
Maybe when it's at a distance, when it's dark and there's a lot of plants obscuring your view.
So why would your immediate thought be, that must be the extinct animal, and not, maybe that's one of those pictures we keep taking of those other animals. You know?
Ooh, hang on a minute.
Occam's razor.
Okay, I'm typing in mammoth backwards. That might work. Kinda. Not a very good quality image. No, I can find it. Better than that.
Yeah, there is part of me that hopes that thylacines are still around. It is just wishful thinking, but I think want them to still be around.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying that if they are going to be around, Papua New Guinea is probably the place to go. Because Papua New Guinea has been a lot less affected by human activity than mainland Australia and Tasmania.
Looking at the rabbit wars and the issues of feral boar that they have there, and feral dogs, and feral cats.
Feral everything.
Feral everything.
There you go.
Too, last I
There's your
checked.
cursed pig mammoth. Taken from an actual drawing back when mammoths were first found.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It's pretty cursed.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I know.
I hate it.
That is a long kill it before it lays eggs moment.
What's this? A midnight carp?
Don't worry, I will bless the stream a bit more with Mammoth Cube instead to make up for it.
I got some space boots,
Yes,
Tom.
Mammoth Cube.
Mammoth Cube!
Mammoth Cube!
Jeez.
Mammoth Cube
Okay,
is a
they
good
actually
one.
are an upgrade.
Oh, Rowan,
Imagine the divine light of God beaming down and just Mammoth Cube descends upon the earth.
that is totally what would happen.
I'd
Rowan,
love
I was playing Jackbox with some of the guys from Paleo Stream the other night, and there's like this game. You know, there's a game on Jackbox where you can design a T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
One of the final designs was just a picture of Mammoth Cube. It was as simple a picture of Mammoth Cube as you could get, with the caption "God Slayer" underneath.
I would actually wear that as a t-shirt.
I would wear that as a T-shirt. Best part is that some of the winning T-shirts you could actually theoretically get them. Hold on. Someone save the picture. There we go.
Thunderbolts and lightning tomorrow.
Very, very fitting.
Yay.
It's not working. There we go.
Dragon, I totally think you should join the stream and just talk paleontology for a bit. Be interesting to see the two of you bounce off each other.
Come join us. James, Dragon is an archaeologist.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I lick box, you lick
Meg,
ancient human
technically.
artifacts.
As well. Don't they have a degree in it as well?
She has a master's degree.
Hello.
Hello there.
I'm an archaeologist. I did a little bit of paleontology at uni.
Oh, nice. Where'd you go?
Glasgow?
Ah,
And Bradford.
cool. So I went at the complete opposite of the British landmass. I went to Portsmouth.
Okay.
I'm sure if Rowan said as much about me as I would imagine they have, a lot of people would probably already know that.
You can't see my shit-eating grin. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we kind of guessed Portsmouth, to be fair.
Yeah. I suppose it's an obvious one.
James was one of the first friends I made at uni, and the one I talk to the most now. Yeah.
That's a very long-winded way of saying that you're my best friend.
I'm trying not to be sappy on stream.
Oh.
I thought it was your best friend.
I can have multiple best friends.
No, you can't.
Oh,
because
too bad. There's only one.
there can be only
That means
one.
the two of them have got to fight on a mountaintop now with swords.
Oh god, I don't think
It's going at each other.
I don't have a sword.
Well, then you're screwed.
Oh.
To be fair,
I'm sure
no.
we can find you one.
You're both toothpicks in real life, so that would
Hey.
be a
Yeah.
happy fight.
It
Hey.
just depends on which one of us
Try and
has
chop
the
each
upper
other's
hand.
heads off.
Be nice.
Next time you're both down together, I'll see if I can pick you both up at the same time, one arm each.
I would like, for the
Guarantee
record,
you will do it.
for the record, I would like to state that I am not a toothpick. Maybe a wet noodle, but I'm not a toothpick. I take offense to that.
Yeah, I am
Yeah,
definitely.
a bamboo twig at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was invited on to talk paleo, and I was just about to indoctrinate people in the glory of Mammoth Cube.
Let's
Good
see
boy.
this.
Praise
I've actually
be
seen this
to the
picture. Yeah, let me
Mammoth
just see this. Oh dear God!
Yeah,
It's a very flat face.
Literally a frozen cube of mammoth.
yeah, it's literally just a cube of mud and ice with two mammoth tusks sticking out of it. Its real name is the Jarkov Mammoth, and it was discovered, I think, about 20 years ago now.
Blimey.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. I don't think they've taken it out, but I'm pretty sure that all that would be in there was just a skull anyway.
It looks
It's
better
just
as
kind
is
of-
anyway.
Yeah, it's just kind of formed this mimetic. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't
Abomination?
know. It's gained fame as the Mammoth Cube, and
It
my
is
hard
glorious.
drive is absolutely full of these stupid Mammoth Cube memes surrounding this thing. I'm gonna go see if I can find my favourite ones, because it's just
Mammoth
so
memes.
weird, but you gotta love it because Mammoth Cube.
Now I want to see a Halloween costume of Cuberta dressed up as the mammoth cube.
Nice.
That would be amazing.
Just out of interest, Tom, how much is it for a... Is there any point in buying a gold pickaxe?
Buying one?
Well, upgrading to a gold pickaxe.
I wouldn't have thought so. Not yet, anyway. Well, I mean, you can if you want to, you know.
Do you remember how much it is?
Too much for us to afford right now, is what I was going to say.
Ah, that's a shame.
Besides, it'd probably be best to at least open up the desert before
Yeah, true.
we get the gold.
Okay, yeah, that one was strangely popular, so I'll put that one there as well.
There you go, I stuffed it in the chat.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
I mean, in fairness, I've done a lot of field work. If you can transfer any of that work to be done inside and off-site, you do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously for like preparing fossils and things, a lot easier to do it in a lab, but just in general, field
Yeah,
work.
a lot of the
Also a
time
lot
the hard
warmer.
part is getting them out of there, especially if it's something big. You don't want to risk dropping a big, but valuable and delicate fossil.
Oh, yeah. No, just cut the rock around it, get some machines in.
Or how big it would be.
Though I suppose in permafrost you would be quite limited. There needs to be the
Yeah.
extra trap plant.
Yeah, that's always the danger. I suppose you've got to be careful, because since it's permafrost, there's going to be a lot more in there than just fossilized bones, so you've got to be careful you don't hack off a valuable bit or piece.
Yeah, it could be.
Or, you know, catch anthrax.
Well, yeah.
Or that, yes.
Which, in fairness, is kind of a danger for anyone that works outside or with the soil in any way, and it's really not that common. Like, I know the spores are literally everywhere, but it's just incredibly rare
Yeah.
for people to suffer from it.
Yeah.
Like, we've nibbled at rocks in the field, James, and like we've
Yes.
never gotten anything. It's common practice.
Yeah.
Very common practice.
Yeah, it's pretty common that even on commercial sites, you might not have the legal access you're meant to for things like hot running water and soap. So it's just normal. And even if you do, like, you don't get your hands properly clean before you eat because it takes too long.
Wipe off the most of it and just eat your food.
Yep, pretty much.
I still remember on one of the field trips I went on, one of the lasses, she ended up with a tick on her.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, when we went to Wales, one of us got a tick on them.
Oh, okay. That'll be why I don't
Just
remember
pulled it off
that.
and it was fine, you know?
yeah.
So it was still
I've
small.
I don't think I've ever had a tick in field work.
No, pretty rare. I caught a lizard once.
Oh, yeah, I
was it?
remember the time that we were in. I remember the time we were in Devon. You tried to catch a snake.
Yeah, it was a grass snake. I wanted to catch. Was it a grass snake or an adder? I'm not sure.
I don't know. All I saw was its
him.
tail as it disappeared between the rocks, and you just pounced after it. I was like, "What are you doing? It could be an adder."
But I wanted to hold the noodle.
But even if it was an adder, the bites aren't that bad.
Just
Yeah.
leave the animal alone. Come
I just
on.
wanted to
It's
get
just
a closer
minding its
look.
You're worrying
business.
AJ with your snake talk.
He's minding his
Sorry,
own
AJ.
business, and then you're just like trying to grab it. Not cool, man.
I remember one time I was on field work, and I was up a mountain in Morocco, and we found a gecko hiding between some of the rocks.
Oh,
It was still relatively early in the day, so it obviously hadn't warmed up enough yet. So we were just like, right, okay, let's put it back.
I remember when we went to Lulworth Cove, and it was the day where I nearly walked off a cliff because my glasses were that wet and I couldn't see where I was going. And as I
Yeah, the weather
kind
was
of
pretty bad that
around,
day.
like an abandoned baby penguin, as Dave put it, I had to be guided back up the slope. And as we were going back, me and two others, which you know, James, I'm gonna
Yes.
say, yeah, you know who it is. And a little lizard came on the middle of the road or the path that we were on, and I put my hand out, and he crawled onto my hand, and it just chilled with us for like half an hour.
Huh.
Just little lizard.
It's probably thinking, nice and warm.
Probably, yeah.
Out
What
of
is
the
this?
wetness.
Yeah,
What
and
is
we
this
put him
strange
down
warm
after-
rock? It's kind of
Onto the
squidgy.
Yeah. Field trip. They were interesting.
I think the closest I've got to a wild lizard is I was on holiday one year. I think it was somewhere in Greece. And I lay down on my bed and there was, I think, a gecko. I'm pretty sure it was a gecko. On the ceiling right above my pillow. And I was kind of like, I am well aware that it's not going to fall off of there, but I don't want to sleep under it.
In Italy, you get tons of them. They're called wall lizards.
Mhm.
They're just
So,
absolutely everywhere.
I saw several when I went, because I went on a what do you call it when you go as a school to wherever it was. Kind of. School trip. There we go. The word I'm looking for is trip. To Naples, the one near
Yeah.
Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah, where my family live.
Ah, yeah. There's lots of lizards.
There are.
Just sort of the way up the mountain.
They are
it was-
horrifyingly fast.
I suppose that's what you expect for a little lizard.
Yeah.
You
Small,
need to be able to run away quickly.
small lizard.
Escape the hands of a curious teenager.
Hey, I wasn't going to pet it. I'm a good boy. I know to leave wildlife, to
Yeah.
do its own thing. It's you
yes,
guys who
but I'm
are
autistic. I
meanies.
like picking things up.
Oh no, the autistic excuse has come out.
Oh yeah, the best excuse.
Oh, bad. It gets the spray bottle.
It gets the cream and puts it on its back.
Put on
You
your
may hear the
actually,
sound
no,
of
I've
the cats
got-
fighting in the background.
Yeah.
Because Meow's going to lie down because her head's still a bit loud. And as such, the cats have decided they want to fight because they can't get into the room with her.
Why would people jump off Durdle Door? Like, why?
What?
Look in chat.
Idiots were AJ saying, yeah, don't walk off cliffs at Lulworth. Idiots were jumping off Durdle Door down there last summer. Had to get heli evacuated because they all got injured.
Well, you know,
Not
jumping off
surprising they
things.
all got injured.
Jumping
Oh,
off
I don't
things
surprise
usually
either.
doesn't result in that.
Or something? It's a high cliff.
Are you gonna make the Darwin Award joke, or shall I?
Surprise
do
Pikachu face.
3 separate helicopters.
Jesus. It's insane.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What a waste of time and money over something entirely preventable.
It's like a tar pit, you know, someone gets stuck, like does something stupid and gets stuck, and everyone else jumps off after them. And gets stuck as well.
So
yes.
Oh,
I
fun
took a picture of it, and
Yeah.
that just looks like a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
there's going to be rocks under the surface there as well.
Some people probably don't, and that's probably why they got hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, fun
that
fact,
is
at
a
least
high
one
jump.
human is known from the Brea tar pit.
Ooh.
Is that a fun fact?
Well,
Sounds like a bad
depends on who you are, really.
Yeah, that human might be quite upset that we're calling it fun.
Durdle Door is comprised of chalk, isn't it?
Chalk and limestone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but every time you say that, I think you're saying Herdador.
Herder.
To be fair, England's known for its terrible naming. See Little Arsington.
Hey, Twackville
Yeah.
has got nothing wrong with its name.
There are some very weird, like, village names.
I remember one in the west coast of Ireland when we were visiting, and it was called Killing a Boy. Killing
Okay,
a Boy.
that's funny. I like that one.
And my younger brother's nickname was the boy in the family, so of course my
Oh,
mum was
no.
getting really upset at Killing a Boy.
Well,
Oh.
that's just like, right, today we're killing the boy. Person named the boy. Surprise Pikachu face.
That's the one.
I still remember going there and being really shocked because my family from the east coast, so we're used to the square miles of forests, you know, and mountains. And you go to the west coast and it's just barren. It is windswept moorland for miles and miles, and everyone seems to have a horse.
I mean, it's difficult to get around.
I mean,
So,
you gotta have something to eat eventually, you know.
Eventually.
And
God damn it.
In a lovely little cottage, though.
it's also there's some areas where, like the Burren, where they can't import the cattle or sheep, or probably horses either, because the ground is so treacherous. The only animals that have grown up there with a parent to teach them how to walk across the land safely actually survive.
Which is fair enough. I mean, if I chucked a kid into a swamp, you know,
It's
might
not
not
a swamp.
survive.
It's not a swamp. It's a karst. So it is limestone, but it means that there's like
Oh, yeah.
random all over the place. So it would just be incredibly easy to catch your foot in something and break your leg.
James, when we were on that field trip where someone found a dead sheep in a quarry,
What?
were you with me with that?
I
Was
think
it-
I would remember that if I had been. So somehow, no, I don't think so.
This must have been the year after then, after I had to repeat. But yeah, someone found a dead sheep, like 3 dead sheep in a quarry
We found just a
somewhere in
dead sheep.
Wales.
Ours was in the Hebrides. It had like, just decided to fall over in a stream.
Oh, nice.
Sheep.
They're not very smart.
No, in fairness, I've had calls before of my folks have a place up north. My gran regularly has sheep die in the pond. It's not a big pond. It's like maybe 3 meters across. But yeah, sheep die in it all the time because you just walk in. You just walk in
2
and drown.
inches deep.
Yep. It's
Sheep are
amazing
not smart.
just how often sheep just somehow manage to kill themselves.
Oh, can you make iridium sprinklers now?
Yes. We don't
Do you
have
need to make
much
them?
iridium, but we got a lot of gold, and we got quite a few battery packs.
Yeah, I
There's
just picked up loads of battery packs, so I was asking.
1 battery pack, 1 iridium ingot, and 1 gold ingot. Of course, iridium being the tricky one.
Do you have many iridium ingots?
We had 2 that I made into sprinklers.
Okay.
What is the best thing you guys have found on a dig?
Each. We want an answer from each of you. Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
James, Dragon?
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Take your time. but we do
Archaeologists
want
get
an
asked this
answer.
a lot.
You'd think you'd have a token answer for it then.
Well, I've got two potential favourites. One was the time where I was up that trilobite mine in Wales, and I found like a slab that was probably about the size of the palm of my hand, and it had like 6 trilobites on it.
I found a complete one in that trilobite farm.
Yeah, nice.
It was the unnamed species from that area. I still have it.
Huh.
It's only like 1.5 centimeters long, but you know.
I've still got
Still
mine
counts.
somewhere as well. It was either that or that complete belemnite I found in Germany. The one that you helped me glue back together.
Ah, yes, I remember
It was
that.
in bits.
I did a good job of that.
Yeah. It even had part of the Phragmacone preserved as well. That's very rare for a belemnite.
I remember my best one was in the Mezzel in Germany.
Cheers for the follow,
We had
Chaff Hunter. A new follower.
Hey!
Sorry, carry on. Carry on your conversation. It's just I was just saying hello to the new follower.
Hello. So my best was in the Mezzel in Germany, and the Mezzel is a very difficult site to actually get fossils from. They're all really well preserved, but they tend to fall apart when they dry out, which is within minutes.
Yeah.
So you get a bunch of people who would be there, like hoisting up slabs of rock out of the ground, and another bunch of people sitting down using giant knives to slice the rock into thin pieces and like peeling it back. It's quite fun, honestly.
That's how soft rock is. All you need is a knife.
Yeah, it's mudstone. And I was there, I was in the peeling crew, so I was peeling back rock, and it was my first slab. And I was kind of, just half-heartedly going through it. And in the middle of that, I saw this bright iridescent blue coffee bean kind of shape. I was like, that's cool. So I picked it over and I shuffled over to Dave and I went, hey Dave, what's this? And he looked at it and screamed at me, get it in the water! So it wouldn't dry out. And I bolted to the water, dunked it in just as it was starting to go a bit faded. I went, right, what was it? Oh, it was a beetle with its iridescent colour still preserved.
Neat.
So that's at the Mezzel Museum in Germany, I think. They said they're going to get it. That's my bet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So mine are both date from much more recent times. So
Yes.
the most interesting, like the thing I found most interesting to dig was when I was an assistant in York, and we were like helping some of the general public learn how to do field archaeology, and we found the front halves of 2 cows.
Oh,
Still
wow.
fully articulated. So
Were they
that's
upset that they've been dug up?
they didn't seem to be. We didn't hear like any ghostly news or anything.
I meant the members of the public who dug up the cow, not the cows themselves who had been dead for how many years.
Why would they be upset?
I don't know. Some people don't
Sure,
like
they'd be
seeing
thrilled that they found
hamburgers
something.
with-
I mean, if you're doing archaeology in York, you're gonna find dead animals or dead people.
you know.
There's been evidence of occupation for about just over
Long
2,000
time.
years.
It's quite a
And
long
it's
time.
waterlogged, so we'll all survive.
That's pretty cool.
Like the shortest street in Britain is in York. It's called Whitma Gate, and they were redoing some of like utilities there, and they took up a pavement slab, brushed away underneath it, and found skeletons.
The new
Yeah.
person says they met us at Dragon Meet 3 years ago.
Ooh,
That might have been the one that I turned up to.
I think 3 years ago would have been the first one, I think.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
I
yeah,
went
that
to.
year I wasn't there.
That would have been me, Rowan, Belry and Ash, I think.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
actually chatting to people.
little fish toy, which I still have.
Give us a hand with the watering, mate.
Yep, no problem, just put the cat down. Because he's not wanting
Excuse me?
He's decided he wants to try and stand in front of my screen because he's
Oh,
in one of those
I
moods
see.
today.
I misunderstood
Which
for a
cat
moment
is
there.
it?
It's Luther, of course.
Of course it's Luther.
Because Meow has gone to bed, Luther has decided that he wants to either be in my lap or in front of my screen.
That's fine. Just like sit him beside you and he'll curl up.
He's quite happy, he's just sort of sitting in my lap at the moment now.
So
Oh, he's moving
as
around
everyone
now.
else is given two things. The most interesting thing, I think overall, was I was digging in a Sorry, I disagreed with how this site was being dug. I was in Iceland and we were digging a farm that was turned into a monastery. I think. And one of the things that we had come up was a little metal clasp that would have gone round the spine of a book, or gone round the opposite end of the spine, the bit side that opens,
Yeah.
to hold the book closed while it wasn't being used. So that was quite interesting.
That's pretty cool. Why did you disagree about how it was being run, I guess?
So, okay, so there's a couple of different ways that you can dig site, and one of them is that you dig out each each feature, each context in reverse order. So you take out the latest thing first. Because that way you can best record all of the all the different layers, and then you can piece together what happened. It can be difficult if you've got lots of different pits and stuff that cut into each other, but this was walls. This shouldn't have been difficult, but because a lot of the walls were made out of grass turfs rather than stone or wood or anything, we were having to destroy the grass walls as we were digging down.
I see. Not
So we were
on.
essentially digging in spits. So you take everything down by 10 centimetres and then map it at 10 centimetre intervals the whole way down. Which doesn't let you record how things interacted.
Yeah.
So
Sounds a lot simpler than paleontology, because I guess since the rock is older, you can get the when rock is reversed,
yeah.
when tectonic plates have just flipped the rock around and it
Oh, yeah.
messes with everything.
The shorter timescale makes it so much easier. So much easier.
Oh, James, do you remember when we found Wendy, the clam?
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
I Again, why do all my paleontology stories include that one bloke? It was the first fossil I ever prepped, and I named it Wendy.
What do you mean that one bloke? Me?
No, not you. The other one. You know the one I mean. Lumber.
Oh, right. Because I'm seeing recurring patterns besides.
You mean like all of them get a name?
I mean, that's one as well.
Yeah. No, I was quite proud of that one, because I spent about 4 hours prepping that afterwards. I used clear nail varnish. Because that was another one where the rock was soft enough that at first I could have literally put a butter knife through that fossil. I had to pick bits of rock with a toothpick.
Well, Dragon does know someone that managed to dent a Roman coin by dropping it.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Right.
That takes skill.
They did
surely.
a master's in conservation. Yeah.
What kind of conservation, though? That's the key thing here.
Conservation of momentum, clearly.
Clearly not numismatics.
Yeah.
That was probably organic materials, primarily. Which is the more difficult stuff, in fairness. Like, the same as some of the fossils, like if you dig them up from a wet context, you need to be careful to not let them dry out. Because they can just, like, crumble to absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the meso comes to mind.
Yeah. So what we do is, once it's been excavated, wet artifacts are stored separately, and then if they are unusual, unique, or of specific like interest, if they're important, basically, is you can replace all the water in it with a particular kind of plastic polymer.
That's what they do with the meso.
So
They use resin.
PEG, polyethylene glycol, is what archaeology uses. It's what they used on the Mary Rose. And it took like 10 years for each bit of the wood of that to go through the process. So it took like 30 years in total.
I think it's a lot quicker with the meso. I know what they have. They have to scrape away every tiny bit of rock and then plant the remainder in resin and let that harden. I know that's what they do there. Which is absolutely fascinating. I wonder if the one I found has gone through that. I will never know, but it'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah, it would.
On the same field trip, someone found a bloody pterosaur as well.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, like our professor put a joke in the booklet we had to fill out for the the whole thing, and it was a little joke saying if you find any of these species, you get an instant 80% and a free beer. And how many years have we been doing that? And on the year I went, the one guy who never showed up to anything found one.
Oh, of course it was the one that never bothers.
Yeah. I don't even remember his name. I don't remember what he looks like. I just knew that he was there. And he found
And that he was a
pterosaur.
jammy sod.
Pterodactylus he found. Didn't hear much about that because basically as soon as that was discovered, he was bustled away from the site and it was covered to get professionals to come in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh dear, and he did get his 80% in a free beer.
Hooray!
That reminds me when I went to Germany, and we were at Holzmarden, so like nice early Jurassic marine strata.
Yes.
And the one guy who was into micro paleo, so he didn't care about the big stuff. He's the one that happened to come across an ichthyosaur.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or when we were in the mess hall, and I had a mate who found a bird's wing.
wow.
Yeah.
Christ.
Found a
Yeah,
lot of
most
mushrooms
of
that
the
time.
time you just find the same 2 types of fish over and over again.
Yeah.
Hilariously, I didn't find any of the fish. Everyone else did. I just found a beetle. And everyone else got their fishes destroyed because they already had like 2,000 of them and no one had that many beetles. Haha.
I have many beetles.
Someone wants a pumpkin from us.
Nice. That should be easy.
AJ, your specialism is interesting too, which is astrology. For those who don't, astronomy. Oh my god, I am so sorry, AJ. Astronomy.
I can never
say.
I can never remember how you tell them apart.
One of them you punch people and tell them that you do it.
Like I always, every single time I talk about
I'm a
astronomy,
Pisces moon.
every single time I
was
get
born in the warm half of the month.
I always mix up like the stupid one with the real one, and I can never remember which one, what the name for each one is.
I'm a Cancer.
Astrology
I'm
is
a
the
literal
one that is
tumour.
lies.
You
Astrology
crab.
is lies, which is why it has an L in it.
Oh, that's a good
Ah.
way of remembering it.
That is a good way of remembering it. I'll immediately forget, but it's a good way of remembering it.
Well, it was worth a try
AJ, I
anyway.
am so sorry. My only defense is I was listening to something earlier today that was talking about how the Babylonians, when they started our first written astronomy, but they were kind of doing it as astronomy and astrology mixed together. Like they were doing it scientifically, but they also believed that the future was written in the stars. Or there
Fair
was
enough.
messages written in the stars.
Nothing wrong with a bit of mysticism every now and again to keep your hopes up.
And you have reality come crashing down on you.
Well,
See,
yeah,
like,
but, yeah.
I'm pagan.
eventually-
I get weird belief systems, but I also still don't know what to do with astrology people. Like, I don't get it. Never have gotten it, and I feel
Well-
bad that I don't get it.
Like the way they used to do it was like totally different from how it is now. Like it used to be, it mattered exactly where you were born, exactly what time you were born, and there was a whole bunch of other factors that went into it as well.
I suppose one of them was what you had for breakfast this morning, or something like that, by any chance.
It wouldn't surprise me.
One of them would be how well you were doing in your current job, how
Oh.
extroverted or introverted you were, how many new people you met, you know.
Yeah. So there was so many things going into it, rather than just
Oily, dry, or
like,
combination.
which month was born in. Everybody gets the same forecast for the next day. Yeah, no.
The same vague forecast of a very 3 or 4 like basic human traits.
I'm going to buy a barn,
Okay,
Nikolai.
that is fine.
Oh, now that's more exciting.
It's going to cost a whole load of wood and a whole load of stone.
But you see, Pluto was in retrograde, so therefore you were going to buy a barn.
But now you're actually going to buy a combine harvester or something.
I don't... What does... Okay, right. Hear me out. I have played Kerbal Space Program. I know what prograde and retrograde is. But planets don't suddenly go backwards. They always go the same orbit. So what the hell does prograde and retrograde mean when you're talking about Pluto?
No idea.
AJ?
Come on, nerds. I know at least one of you nerds knows. I may even be tempted to ask chat. Serves you right. For digging through that trash, man.
Oh,
listen,
Alright,
Klepto.
Klepto, enjoy your story.
Klepto's gone. Bye, Klepto.
Night, Klepto.
See ya.
Bye.
So, according to Google, when retrograde is used in that way, it is essentially that it has crossed paths with the Earth's orbit, so it looks like it's doing something different than it was.
Oh,
I just have a
I
real feeling that if
see.
I read that in the style of an astrologist, it would sound better.
Maybe. Where do you want the barn, by the way, buddy?
Yeah, okay, anywhere you've found kind of vaguely clear.
I'm thinking, like, you know where the duck pond is?
Yeah.
On the right, the right of that, sort of like there's the bit there. So there'd be like a path between the two pens.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's a torch there, so I can't.
Do you need me to move the torch?
Yes, please. Are you anywhere near the base?
I'm near enough that I can get the... I'm down basically on the beach, so I'll just run up and jump the cart back up.
Because I could always just ask her to build it and then get her to move it afterwards.
Give me 2 seconds, I'll be at the back there. Just running to the cart now. Bus stop.
Oh, I could actually, wait, a deluxe coupe or a big coupe? Oh, because they're upgrades, and I can upgrade our current.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want that. I just want to get a barn.
Right, so where do you want this barn?
Alright, so south, a bit more south, right, quite a lot more right. That's left, man.
Didn't know
Okay,
which
so-
left you meant.
So I'm thinking,
that
the
torch.
path. Yes, so and if you could get rid of the wood, that'd be amazing as well. But I don't
Do
know
I
if you've
have
got
an
an axe.
axe on me? No, I don't. Give me a second, I'll grab an axe.
Because what I'm thinking is we have a path that goes like along where that stone fence is currently, and so like there's a building on either side.
Okay. That
Yeah.
any more?
Yep, there you go.
There we go. I mean, I suppose I could extend the fence over here and just... Or we could build a new fence, I suppose.
Yeah, I usually let them roam free anyway because there's plenty of space and there's no reason for them not to just roam around.
So you have to remember to let them out in the morning.
No, you can just leave the door open 24/7.
Alright, do they not care about anything getting in?
No, if the door is left, it's only if they are locked out that they have problems. If they're if they can get into it, regardless of whether the door is still open, they'll be fine.
That's a bit different from real life.
Yep.
Tiny bit.
Oh, I forgot to pick up my axe. Pickaxe. Bugger. Oh well.
No, I cracked all the geodes we had and we only got one new thing out of it.
Ah, well, that is going to happen over time. Diminishing returns and all.
Mm-hmm. Also got some dark boots.
Oh yeah. Where from?
The mine, my one yesterday.
I was going to make a joke about Boots, the retail store.
Oh yeah.
The dark boots.
What do they sell?
Okay.
They don't sell anything, they're a pharmacy. They'll tell you
sell
so, they'll
lots
just complain
of
to you more.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, like, cursed ingredients to make your skin clear or something.
Could do.
Apply
This
demon's blood to the affected area to remove all scarring.
This cream
God,
will
watch.
make your skin young. All you need is the
Holy-
skin of another first.
Holy shit! Wow, that's the first time I've actually gotten something decent out of the treasure chest. A rusty spur
special
for
ointment.
Gunther. 2 rubies, and an amphibian's fossil.
Very fancy.
Amazing. Indeed.
Wait, did you say you found a fossil?
I think it's just a frog that was
Did I
buried
hear a
in mud.
fossil? Yes.
I'll take a frog fossil. It's one of the best fossils.
When did frogs evolve? They're quite ancient, aren't they?
but
Yeah,
I think they're pretty early.
the oldest known frogs that I know of go all the way back to the early Jurassic. And they still had tails back then, but only very small ones.
Yeah, I didn't think they quite hit the Paleozoic.
No, I think the oldest known one is it's either late Triassic or early Jurassic. So they evolved pretty close to the time that the dinosaurs were starting to become more successful.
I like how, for a paleontologist, pretty close is like, just, 30 million years either side.
I mean,
Yeah. If you can get it within 500,000 years, you're doing very well.
Something geological time.
Something,
Yeah.
the rocks got flipped again. Fuck's sake.
Oh, Rowan, I know you like to keep on track of exciting paleo stories. I remember I looked up one the other day. They found like 1.2 million year old mammoth DNA
Ooh.
yeah.
from the
it's first
Siberian
time-
permafrost.
It's the first time they found actual DNA that's over 1 million years old.
Yeah,
Nice. I will
Fantastic.
have to tell my ladies that.
yeah. There's a couple of very cool findings from this one thing alone. The first one is that it's a completely unique genetic lineage of mammoth. So probably a previously unknown species.
Oh, wow.
Think
Yeah.
I've heard something that it might be. It has similarities to both Columbian and woolly mammoths, but they're thinking it might be some sort of predecessor or ancestor
Yeah,
to
a
Columbian.
kind of precursor to them. That was I think that was the other thing that came out of it. The Columbian mammoth was found to have evolved through hybridization of this new mammoth and woolly mammoths.
Today I learned there's a Columbian mammoth.
Yeah, there are multiple mammoth species.
Columbian mammoths were bigger.
Yeah,
they
they
were
were.
the biggest. Weren't they like 4.5 meters tall or something?
Yeah, pretty big. The biggest was either them or the steppe mammoth.
Today I learned
The
Yo Mama from
largest
Colombia.
elephant in total was Dinotherium, if I'm remembering correctly.
Well, that was a big one.
Yeah.
The single biggest was Paleoloxodon nomadicus, the great Asian straight-tusked elephant. It stood about 6 meters high at the shoulder and weighed up to 22 tons. It was utterly enormous. It was the biggest land mammal that's ever existed.
Can we talk about how the extinction of Megalodon led to the rise of huge whales?
Yes, we can.
We live at the time with the biggest animals on the planet,
Yep.
thanks to Megalodon going extinct. Fuck Megalodon.
Oh,
that was a decent movie,
that
right?
nasty to Megalodon.
They're cool, but they're overrated, and I prefer whales.
I like
So,
Megalodon, but I
did
hate
the
the fact that there are
giant
people out there that still insist it's still out there.
Oh, yep. It really, really annoys me.
Like,
If it,
we would
if it was
have
out there, we'd know.
Let's see if we can catch the people in the
seen
bush
some
tonight.
evidence.
Can we catch the people in the bush?
What are you talking about?
There's a joke in there somewhere.
There's a bush apparently you can hit at this time of night that makes people jump out of it.
Apparently, when you find out why that female NPC has the mayor's pants.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently there's a certain time of night you can click the right bush, and I can never remember which bush it
Are
is.
they dogging?
And they
Apparently.
jump out of the bush.
There's dogging in Stardew.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But there's no cars involved. So, can I ask our paleontologist,
Far away.
did the giant whales evolve into the niche that Megalodon left? Or was Megalodon partially driven extinct because of the rise of the whales getting larger?
I think there's a lot of things that played a part with the extinction Megalodon.
Climate change probably a big one.
Yeah, the cooling of the climate is probably the big one.
Okay.
Combined with the fact that as the climate cooled, sea levels fell. And we have evidence that, like some modern sharks, Megalodon went into shallower waters to give birth. So they had like special nursery areas.
Yeah.
And these have been found in places like Florida and Panama and places
I was
like
going
that.
to say Florida, because didn't Matt find a megalodon tooth there, but from a baby one?
Yeah.
Quite cute.
Yeah, they have these little special areas where they go and give birth, and the babies would just kind of live in the surrounding mangroves and the lagoons until they were big enough to join the adults out in the open sea.
Okay.
But as the climate cooled and sea levels fell, these nurseries disappeared, so they didn't have anywhere to give birth anymore. So it's thought that combined with the extinction or the decline of some of the marine mammals that they specifically preyed upon, like the cetathea whales,
Of which
I
there's one
learned.
species left.
Yeah, I learned that recently. There's actually one still around. The pygmy right whale was genetically found to be the last surviving cetathea a few years ago.
Wow.
But those
They
things
were
are probably
really common
why. Yeah,
before.
yeah, they were like one of the dominant groups of whales during the Neogene, which is when Megalodon was around. And Megalodon evolved specifically to prey on them and other marine mammals. But after the things I mentioned happened, Megalodon just went extinct, and then the whales started to get a bit bigger.
No predators left, and large pools of food that they could eat in the far north and south led to them growing huge in size quite quickly. By quite, I mean, yeah, about, was it 50,000 years or something?
Out yay long.
That's pretty damn quick.
I think it is, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Megalodon went extinct, was it 10k ago?
About 3 million years ago.
3 million, that was it. Though they found that some killer whales, I'm going to killer whales because I like them, they found that some of their ecotypes diverged about 500,000 years ago. Specifically type D killer whales. So yeah.
We're on the Type D, might be a separate species again, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, I find it interesting.
It is interesting. I'm still waiting to hear about that. I want to know. I want to know if they're a separate species or not.
They live in some of the roughest waters on the earth. Like, trying to find these buggers is like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Oh yeah, did you?
Identified quite late, aren't they?
One iridium bar
First
we
ones
need.
were identified from a beaching in New Zealand in the 50s. So, and then
Very
they didn't find
mysterious.
anything else until I think it was the early 2000s, and they got some video footage of them. And now they are known to frequently coastal waters around, I think it was Argentina. And so that's where a lot of the research is happening at the moment. Specifically in the summer months, I think.
Oh yeah, did you hear they might have found a new species? I think it was closely related to Bruder's whale in the Gulf of Mexico.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
And didn't they find a subspecies of humpbacks near the Middle East?
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
That was a few years back.
Yeah. I think they found a new species of beaked whale also in the Gulf of Mexico, or around Mexico anyway.
Alas, the vaquita, though.
Yeah, the vaquita. Poor vaquita.
I mean, what's the count now for vaquita? It can't be more than 15.
Yeah, 50. I think 15 is the most optimistic. I've seen suggestions that it's as low as 10.
Yeah, I mean, they're still there. We're still seeing them, but
But only just.
Yeah, only
Just.
just.
I remember the book I had when I was a kid had vaquita in them, and then it was 200. That
Yeah.
was when I was like in the early 2000s.
It's only really been in the past couple of decades that they've just declined as much as they have.
I mean, the toa-boa isn't doing much better.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's like the reason why the vaquita is endangered in the first place.
Yeah, and it's going extinct as well due to the same demand.
Ah.
Except it's more tragic with the vaquita because that's not even what the nets are for.
Yeah.
But they're just really good at catching them.
It's all the result of organised crime.
Though they are desperately trying to protect them now, so fingers
I
crossed
know.
we can have a... What was the insect they found on tiny island off of New Zealand? Largest stick insect in the world.
Oh, I saw something about that recently.
Yeah, they found 3. 2 males and 1 female, and from that they've managed to raise a couple thousand young.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then they found 1 more female, and that was it.
She's
Like,
busy.
Yeah, they found them
Jesus.
like, in a single bush on an island that was otherwise like deserted.
it was like a rock sticking out of the ocean, basically.
And somehow this, like tiny population had managed to survive there.
It's insane, and that was due to
Straight
rats,
block.
wasn't it? Rats, I think, was the cause of that one.
It's always rats.
God
It's
damn
the
it,
cats.
That might be part of the reason why Tapa Nui, better known as Easter Island, is so barren as well. Because after they cut down most of the trees to build the canoes and move the massive moai statues around, they didn't grow back because the rats ate all the seed. Rats are very destructive animals when in the wrong place.
When they
I
don't
mean,
have,
shout out again to the Hawaiian tree snails.
Did they eat rats?
that would be terrifying.
Yeah, rat-eating snails.
Rat-eating
No,
snails
they
would be very
were,
interesting.
An incredibly diverse group of snails that bred very slowly and lived off of, I think it was fungus growing on leaves on trees in Hawaii.
Wow.
And then somehow giant African land snails got introduced because they were a food source. And then to try and wipe out them, they introduced rosy wolf snails, which happen to have an appetite for tree snails as well.
You don't
Like-
introduce species to get rid of other species. That's how you have problems like the cane toads.
Yeah,
That's how the old
just
lady
don't
Australia.
died.
start the process to begin with.
That's how the old lady died, you know. She
Mm.
swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course.
Yeah.
When will people learn?
When will people learn that the old lady was the martyr we all needed?
The old lady was a martyr.
Haven't they found, though, that some species of bird in Australia are now adapting to cane toads and figuring out ways to prey on them safely?
Ooh, that would be nice.
I've heard about it a little bit. That was
Life,
during the year of our
finds a
Lord
way.
2020.
Poison-proof birds.
Maybe you'll end up with birds that like collect the venom and then spit it out at, passing tourists.
Well, there are
Living the dream.
frogs, maybe toads that birds only eat like certain internal organs. So they'll like peck into them and just like remove the bit they want to eat and leave the rest.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would be a way around cane toad.
I think that's what they're doing.
Okay.
Learning to flip them over so they avoid the pouches on the back that have the toxic goop. Can't remember the name of it. And instead peck holes in their stomachs to get at everything. Which is horrifying.
Any for the toad, but they are an invasive species.
Yeah.
And some of the largest breeders on the planet. Just behind my mortal enemy, the sunfish.
Good old
You really
sunfish.
have it in for the sunfish, don't you?
The mola mola.
Really don't like them.
You've been reading that Tumblr post too much.
Yes, but it is completely accurate.
What's wrong with the sunfish then?
Mola mola
Right.
never did anything.
Because we've not had this rant before. Go on.
Stupid swimming pancakes of fish. It's so
These
useless.
ones.
Oh, did you know one's been seen off the Irish coast?
What? Why are they that high up? Climate change. It's climate change. Fuck, we're getting
Probably
invaded by them.
climate change.
God damn it.
There's Texas buried under snow.
The worst cause of climate change, sunfish spreading.
They're not that bad.
They're like pandas.
They're so useless though.
They're doing their best. Leave them alone.
Like
They're
pandas,
so
they're pretty
dumb
useless, aren't they?
looking.
Are they more useless than pandas? Are they the
Infinitely.
equivalent of pandas?
At least pandas would be a food source to something. These things are a food source to nothing.
Why are they
Pandas
so to
are
know?
actually better breeders in the wild. They're just really shy in captivity. They
Yeah.
basically
How
just
would you
don't
like
like
it
people
if-
watching them.
How would you like it if
I mean, that
100,000
seems
people
useful.
every year came to look at you banging your girlfriend? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, some people are into that, in fairness.
Apparently, when they're undisturbed, pandas
all
get
like
it on
you,
like
though.
50 times within an hour. Which is quite impressive.
It is.
Also, don't sunfish produce like 3 million eggs every batch?
They produce a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And their babies actually look like suns.
But that's really
mean-
cute. That's not a
Yeah.
bad thing.
Their
I've
mouth
got
is
to
like
say,
stuck
I've got a
open. They can't even close their goddamn mouths.
No, they
They
can.
can
The fangs
barely
do. That's
swim.
because of how big their teeth are.
Yeah, but that's at least a little bit badass. This is just because its mouth is fused open all the time,
They just kind of float along.
doing nothing.
For reference, here's a baby sunfish.
Thanks, I hate it.
It's adorable.
It's literally a sunfish.
I will have a look in a second once I'm safely at a point I can.
It's just
I see that.
So it's
So why
just,
can't they be eaten by anything?
oh,
I mean, I'm sure the babies can be eaten by things because they're really small.
besides,
the adults
everything
are-
eventually dies and is eaten
they're
by
basically
bacteria.
so few on calories, nothing bothers the adults.
So they're the
They are
equivalent of celery.
huge. Like,
So now I need to find that picture of a sea lion literally biting a chunk out of a sunfish.
Look, at least celery can grow like a normal plant. This thing can barely swim.
the thing is that they can survive
Celery
having
can't swim either.
creatures trying to take chunks out of them because they're just that big. They
Yeah.
don't move very quickly, and they go up to the
Because-
surface and like lie on their side to try and like
Get
dry
birds
off,
to
like,
eat
block the
parasites off them. Like it's to get birds to eat the parasites off them.
Yeah.
They're just swimming cesspools, and swimming is in massive quotation marks. These things can barely swim. Like,
It's a
I
very
take care of
lazy,
axolotls.
laid-back type of fish.
and axolotls are stupid as bricks, don't get me wrong. I can see why they're going extinct a little bit. You know? But these things, when I look at other animals that are just so much more interesting, it makes me a bit sad.
Like pandas or slime molds.
They don't even have a swim bladder.
Which is weird.
Like,
But they can
every
dive
fish. Every fish has a swim bladder, you know, to stay buoyant in the water. They
How do
don't.
they manage them?
I don't know.
Just
But they
they're
can
just so
dive.
fat.
Like they can dive down and come back up to the surface.
Which is weird because they're also the largest bony fish.
Yeah.
Like,
They're huge. They look like they should weigh a ton. But they can't. Like they must have like a really low density or something.
Maybe they are made
Something.
of celery.
But then how could they dive properly?
Take a
They
big
probably
mouthful
just
of water.
drift down and then wiggle their way slowly back up, honestly. It wouldn't surprise me. Like, they don't even have a back fin. What's the name of it? Ventral. Ventral fin? Is that it?
Ventrals. Dorsal.
James, help me out.
You want dorsal.
Ventral is belly.
Dorsal fin.
You're thinking of the caudal fin.
Caudal fin, that's it. They don't even have a caudal fin properly. They can't move it. Like,
I mean, whatever they're doing, they're obviously been doing it right because they've been around since the Eocene.
God, though.
They've been around for at least 30 million years. Probably more. Actually, yeah, probably more. Probably close to 40 million years.
Wow.
So whatever they're doing, they're obviously doing it right.
I guess they're
Yeah,
kind
it's
of like
right.
the
Life
tardigrades of the ocean, you know?
Yeah.
They're
Life
so
does-
survivable and are basically pointless to try and kill. And they just can survive anything.
The thing is, right? Life finds a way. No, life
Du-du.
might, life really wants to live, but once it's reached living, it doesn't really care about getting any further necessarily. Only by accident does it get further than that.
I didn't know there are 5 different species of sunfish.
We are 3k off getting to the desert. But we have 2 iridium bars, so we can make more
I've
sprinklers.
never heard of the ocean sunfish.
You want to make the sprinklers while I...
Yeah, sure. Actually, God, I'm so
Okay,
close to
no.
leveling up farming.
There are up to 5 species around Australia. I don't know how many species there are in total.
Probably lots.
Have a look.
And it's 300 million eggs at a time.
It's a lot of eggs.
Jesus
How long?
flipping
Okay,
What's
Christ.
the cooldown on that?
Yeah, it's just the 5. It's just the 5.
What's the
I'll say
cooldown
just
on...
the 5. It's more than I thought there was.
The 3 million eggs.
Oh,
Can we
check
have a
out the
shout out?
slender sunfish. This thing looks weird.
What's... Tom's asking what the cooldown is on the egg generation.
Because 300 million is a lot. There's got to be some kind of chill out period.
You have to take a while to get that back up. You'd hope,
Okay,
anyway.
that annoys me less than the ocean sunfish. At least that one is shaped a little bit like a fish.
So you're saying if the
You know-
sunfish was shaped like a fish, you would hate it less?
It would probably help.
A little bit. It annoys me that they are basically wiggling pancake cesspools of parasites, you know? On a visceral level, I look at that thing coming at me and I'm like, don't come near me. I do not want sea lice. You know?
It's not an attractive looking creature.
No. They're just... They do nothing. Like, at least other plankton feeders move a bit. You know?
Like, its mouth is really tiny for eating plankton.
It basically just lets things drift into its gob.
Yeah, but
It's like a
compare it to
sponge,
something
but
like
sentient.
a basking shark or something. Basking whale.
Oh yeah, but they're filter
Like-
feeders, which is a bit different.
Did you make the sprinklers?
These things mostly eat jellyfish, from what I know.
No, I immediately forgot. I'm coming back.
Because of course they have to eat something that has, like, no brain and, you know...
That's probably why they have such low calorie count.
Yeah, basically. Basically what I'm saying is, there are better bony fish.
Like pretty much every other fish.
Yeah.
Okay, so they feed on jellyfish, salps, ctenophores, and occasionally small crustaceans and fish.
They can't even close their mouths.
They can't eat
something
anything
gets-
that they have to like crunch down onto.
Yeah, anything that manages to die by swimming into a sunfish's mouth deserves to be dead.
I'm not sure if something like a salp has any way of like
Avoiding it.
knowing where it's going.
Exactly.
Although they're surprisingly similar to humans in some weird ways.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Oh, I just remembered mentioning basking sharks. There are fossil basking shark teeth known from the Triassic.
Oh wow.
They have teeth.
Wow.
Yeah, very small ones.
That must have taken some finding.
I mean, all sharks technically have teeth. They're called dermal denticles.
If you want to
Dermal
be
what now?
technical, yes.
Mm,
Their skin's made out of teeth.
literally.
Mm.
Skin
That's
teeth.
horrifying.
I mean,
Yep.
our fingernails are. Wait, no, our teeth are descended from scales.
Thanks, I hate it.
Wasn't it the temnospondyls that have those weird labyrinth teeth?
Oh, yeah.
Surprised I got that name right.
Yeah, they do. My favourite one's Mastodonsaurus, because it's got all those really frightening looking teeth. And then it has like two big teeth at the front of its lower jaw. And they're so long that it actually has to have holes in its upper jaw for them to slot through. So it's just sat there. When it closes its mouth, two of its teeth are technically sticking out of its nose.
Yeah, they have wiggly teeth. Wiggly enamel.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be bitten by this thing, I guarantee that. They got some pretty frightening looking mouths. We found some really nice fossils of this thing in Germany. Thank you for coming to my TED talk on Mastodonsaurus.
What would your TED talk be on then?
If I did a TED talk, I don't know, it'd probably be related to the stuff I've looked at. So probably Moroccan pterosaurs or something. I'd have a lot to say on them for what basically amounts to a species that are generally only known from jaw material.
Really bad jaw material, from what I remember.
It's not the best. We're finding better stuff, but a lot of it tends to be fragmentary, and you only get a good idea of what you're dealing with when better ones are found. Like I've seen some really big ones. Like I've had a bit of beak from a pterosaur called a lanka. It's probably about the length of a human arm.
Spooky.
Pterosaurs are terrifying.
Yeah.
Hence the name.
Yeah, with a silent P.
I mean, if I'm terrified, there's definitely a bit of silent P.
They're so cool. I love them.
What can I say? I'm an easily scared man. The dark, bright lights, crowds, empty places,
Off-key music.
off-key music, music that is suspiciously in-key, spiders, a sudden and conspicuous lack of spiders, people, I don't know,
People
who
bracket
are-
spiders.
people bracket spiders, yep, large open spaces and closed-in spaces, heights.
I don't know what this is from.
I can't remember how it
Heights,
finishes.
depths.
It's an American. There's an American dude who does. But you know, what they call? They have like a special category of like comedy shows. A bit like we've got panel shows over here, but they've got like one comedian. And he says, "I'm scared of everything. I am. Heights, depths, wide open spaces and stuff. I am kind of scared of a lot of things, but I was trying to remember what he said. Oh, sea cucumber. Wow, minus 65 energy. I'm not going to be eating that. Also, can we discuss how, for some reason, eating raw fish heals you and restores a whole load of energy? Like, I don't know about you, but
Because what we're eating is not a sunfish.
That helps.
that's my joke. That's my one.
Like, yeah, as
So
AJ
mean.
says, that's basically sushi.
Does sushi give you energy?
Does
There we go,
sushi
found
come
it.
with scales and wriggle?
It definitely gives you something. Ah.
Yeah, this is what I know it from. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me like at all.
All I'm thinking of now is Fantastical Fear of Everything, and all I can hear from that is the Ice Cube song. She's going to be stuck in my head for hours now. When he puts in the coat, goes for the walk with Ice Cube playing in the background.
See, I'm now hitting the point where most of the things that terrified me when I was younger no longer terrify me so much. So I don't really know if I've got any major fears anymore.
Ooh.
Except maybe claustrophobia. That one hasn't gone away.
Weirdly, when I was little, I was scared of the idea of snake, but I wasn't scared of an actual snake.
That's impressive.
Hmm.
I had a phobia of vortexes and tornadoes and black holes and basically anything that could suck you away and disappear you forever.
Wow.
Also toilets.
Toilets.
Flushing toilets specifically.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can kind of see the similarity.
Give me
Vortexes.
that one.
I was scared the toilet would eat me.
It's not an unreasonable
A
fear.
very rational fear, yeah.
Especially
I've never heard the song. I've
Oh yeah.
maybe went down the plug hole.
Sounds like
Then
quite
it
a trip.
progressed into graveyards and dead bodies, injections, and what was the other one? I think those were the main two.
The words, "Your WoW subscription has expired."
Ha ha ha
Yeah.
ha 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 ha. Maybe a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that came to a head. Not the WoW subscription thing. The thing about dead bodies came to a head
Lies.
when I got to when it got to the first year of secondary school for me. So they dumped me down, and it was history class.
Was this the Cheddar Man story again?
No, it's the Tolland Man.
Oh,
Close enough.
Have you seen that? Because that thing is nightmare fuel. I
I've
can't look at
definitely
it.
seen it.
I mean, it kind of is, but it's also really amazing.
What is
It's
it?
amazing, but not good to show to an 11-year-old.
What's this?
this is
What 11-year-old you are.
Please do not post pictures in the chat. I can't look at them.
put them in.
I have
speech
never heard of
reference.
this thing. What is it?
It's a dead man who was in a
It's a
peat bog.
bog body.
I'm
bog
terrified of
body.
bogs now.
So he was killed and thrown into a bog, and because it's an anoxic environment, he's been preserved for,
2,000 years?
I was going to say somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 years.
A long fecking
Okay.
time.
And then, in the year of, what was it? 2011?
That recently.
No, 2008. 2008.
It was Tolland Man.
2008, Rowan sat herself down, or themselves down, for a history lesson.
Yep.
And they played an opening to a documentary where it had a heartbeat, and it said something like the something brothers of Denmark came across a horrifying discovery, and fake woman scream, and then start playing the X-Files theme tune along with images of this thing's face.
Okay, that is a really, really bad way of teaching it to an 11-year-old.
Holy shit, it was bad. I had
that
a
sounds like a pretty
screaming
crappy way to
panic
do it.
attack in class, went into shock that night, and spent most of the next day throwing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hilarious now. At the time, mortifying.
I had a similar thing. Well, it wasn't me. It was a guy in my class. We were, I think, doing physics, doing electricity, and we were shown like a safety video on electricity, and like about halfway through, like some guy like got electrocuted or something by high voltage power lines, and and it cut to this picture of this like kid, probably about our age, 12, 13, like absolutely fucking destroyed. Burns all over his body, makeup, obviously. But and this one kid in our class just ran out the door and threw up, and just absolutely crushed him. I don't know. I wonder where he is now. But God, that was quite a rough one to show kids.
Yeah.
The two examples I have of something similar to that was when I was in uni, and we had one where one of my friends decided to tap another friend on the face with, and not realise she had a latex allergy while wearing gloves, and she passed out with her face expanding. And the other one was we had a dissection of the mouse lab, and someone came in. They started going pale. We said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" He insisted. We opened up the mouse, like not just like cut the fur, open up so you see the organs. He fainted.
Yeah.
And then he came to, and all he could say when he came to was there was so much blood, even though there wasn't any blood. So I think he had a nightmare while he was passed out. So yeah.
I mean, that seems kind of reasonable.
I usually felt sick during dissections, but thanks to my job now, I've gotten quite horrifically used to blood and other bodily fluids.
We
Worst
made
story
someone
still was the time when I got to a client's house, read that he might have gone to hospital, was kind of going, maybe I get a 45-minute break. I don't mind if I get paid for 45 minutes. Went in, and it had been that he had 2 internal bleeds during the night and was lying in it on the couch, and I had to clean him.
We had a dissection of the heart and lung, which was sheep's heart and lung, and me and my friend had been drinking beforehand because this is first year uni, is what we do. And he decided to make a finger puppet out of the top of the esophagus, and the girl he was working with ran out screaming, throwing up.
Was that Galsy?
That was Tony.
Is it Tony? Okay.
Wow.
It was one of the two.
Yeah.
No, I think the worst I had was probably, it was at uni. We were doing some work on like the effect of colonialism on archaeology, and we were in like the big famous museum, and the curator's like, okay, if you have fears around death, around seeing dead body part, you can leave just now. You can leave during it as well, but if you know you're going to need to leave now. Because she was going to talk to us about the collection of preserved heads from southern Africa, I believe. So it's from an
Preserved
area.
heads, you say?
Preserved heads.
Headhunters.
The heads were usually taken. It was usually only done to criminals. But the back of one of them had the skull caved in, and that's not how they executed the criminals. So they think that some of them were murdered so that their heads could be preserved and sold off to Europeans for profit.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that was quite grim.
You don't say.
I still remember when years later in the 3rd year of uni, the thing of the Tolland man came up in class, and I just spun my chair around and refused to look at the board for the rest of the lesson.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Though I do remember that night pretty clearly because it was the one night where my cat Mia, bless her little fairy soul, stayed by my head purring the whole night, and she wouldn't leave me. And like, James, you know that cat. You knew she was not a particularly affectionate thing.
She could be a right grumpy puss sometimes.
She was. Oh, I miss her. Good cat. But yeah, she stayed by me the whole night, and my nan came round the next day to take care of me because I was still ill, and I couldn't get the image of its face out of my head for about 6 months.
Oh, honey.
Yeesh.
Yeah. I couldn't have a shower without, like, imagining it appearing in the shower next to me. I don't know why that happened.
I had
There's
the same thing.
vulnerability.
That's some
E.T.
psycho level stuff right there.
Yeah, that would have been horrifying.
I had
Oh,
something similar with E.T. when I was a kid.
oh, I
thought
hated ET.
I thought he'd pop up through like pop his head in so I could see it through the bathroom window when I was taking a bath when I was a kid.
I hated ET. Creepy little bugger.
He only wanted to go home, but he was creepy as shit, and I didn't like him.
I
He
remember I
only
walked into
wanted
the
to go
film.
home, and you were perfectly happy to make him go home.
It
one
was
way
the
or
scene when
another.
he was in the body bag. That's the only scene I saw growing up, and of course that
Oh,
just
God, no.
stuck in my head.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And it was just this wrinkled brown thing in a body bag, and I was like, nope, get it out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's not good. That's no good.
Baby Rowan had horror movie survival sense.
I mean, that would also help explain the reaction to the Tolland ban.
Yeah.
E.T.
Oh, dear.
succeeded where the xenomorph failed.
Yeah, the xenomorph was fine. Didn't mind that. Saw that as a kid, was fine.
It wasn't humanoid.
Yeah.
It kind of is.
It's the way old dead bodies look. Not fresh ones, old ones. It's the way they look and how they've like decayed.
Withered.
It disturbs me on like a very visceral level.
Oh well, the ones that haven't decayed the way they normally would.
Yeah. Though normal decay would also bother me.
I've not really
Normal
seen
decay
old
is-
decayed bodies. I've seen recent ones because I had to wrap the dead a lot as a student nurse for a while. Because that's the job the student gets.
Yay!
Yeah, I've seen dead bodies, fresh ones, and they don't bother me as much.
Nah.
Yeah, it's when they start. It's like we're hardwired, so the decomposition itself makes us uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, because we might be next.
Well, it's
And
not
also
just that,
disease.
it's also to keep you safe.
Yeah, disease. Yeah. I'm getting better with injection. Woman stole 5 vials of my blood the other day and I didn't even kick her.
Progress.
Yeah.
How big were the vials?
Decent size, but, you know, quite small, but not tiny. It was so I can get the referral to the gender clinic, because they need to do a blood
Yeah.
test, a couple of other bits. So, yeah. Apparently had a bit of a low iron content. So,
I would never
I
have
take
guessed.
multivitamins now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2-year wait.
But at least it's
2
under
years.
now.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, at least it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else got any phobias they want to share?
Never really had phobias.
Got another present. It's another wall basket. What the fuck?
Somebody likes you.
There's something about the secret forest pond and presents. Especially since those presents always seem to be wall baskets. Much confused. Very weird.
I mean, as I've said before, I don't really have fears of things. I
Are you
just don't
fucking
trust
kidding? I
people.
just got another one. In a row. Someone is fucking with me and I don't like it.
What were you saying, Popsky?
I was saying I don't really have fear. I just have a general fear of people. But that's one that's sort of deep rooted in my brain from when I had when I woke up after my first cancer up. Because that's the belief that people won't help me if anything goes wrong with me, which is incredibly deep rooted in me. Which is mostly my fear of a lot of things. So yeah, that's really that.
Yeah, but fear of people isn't really a phobia necessarily.
Yeah, because people can be assholes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's not
it's
a
Phobias
rational,
are meant to be
yeah.
irrational.
It's not irrational, anyway.
Yeah. Fear of velociraptors is irrational because A, they don't exist. B, they were the size of chickens. And C,
Turkeys. They're bigger than that.
I'm thinking of a pretty chonky chicken, but sure.
Chonky
turkeys,
chicken.
I guess are chonky
Chonky chicken.
They're
Chonky
about a
chooks.
meter long and about 2 feet high. They weren't big.
What's that? Sorry.
Yeah, but
Jesus
with
Christ.
still enough to
Did you
hurt.
seriously just say a meter long and 2 feet high?
Yeah?
2
Why
meters
would-
long. 2
why
My
meters
would
cat
you-
long, 1
probably
meter
hurt me
high.
more than a velociraptor. Let's be
Why
honest
would
here.
you mix your units like that? Please, for God's sake, don't mix feet and meters in the same sentence.
Why not? Everyone does.
You hurt the scientist's
No.
mind.
No, but what it does is it does mean that
Consistency.
most Americans that listen would be completely confused.
That's true.
66 centimeters, about 100 centimeters long. There you go.
Thank you.
200. They were 2 meters long.
Really?
Oh wow.
How long were they?
Oh,
Yeah, they were
nice.
2 meters long, about a meter or so tall.
Right,
Okay,
I had it at
so-
half.
like
Six
pheasants.
feet, 6 feet long and 2 feet tall.
There you
Have a
go.
velocichook in chat.
So they had like long tails like pheasants.
Yeah, basically.
Except they weren't just feather, they were long because of bone. But probably with feathers on the end.
Bonny boy.
Looking at other similarly feathered dinosaurs from the time,
Hmm.
tended to be on the arms and the tail. Fluffed
Oh
everywhere
dear.
else.
So going back to E.T.,
Hmm.
AJ's put that the other E.T.s in the movie absolutely are wearing clothes when you see them at the end. So
Oh, yeah.
E.T.,
Nice.
who scared you, was basically a nudist.
Yeah, he was just walking around with his wang out the whole movie.
He lost it in the crash, obviously.
Oh, that's an unfortunate thing to have.
Probably why he screamed when the kid first found him.
I zone out for like 30 seconds and I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about anymore.
He was screaming because he was worried he was about to be branded a paedophile because he's like, oh god, people are going to think I was showing this kid my wang. It's not my fault. I lost it in the crash.
That's what they always say.
Oh god, that's so disturbing.
Officer A-Tire turning up here. That's what they always say. Get him
That's
in
what
the
they
drink.
always say. You're going to Sing for a long time, pal.
Oh my god.
Cuberto in a Mammoth Cube onesie.
Oh, no, no, no.
Cute.
Oh, no, 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 no.
That would be really cute.
It would.
Tyre would be very confused.
Oh dear.
See, if we're thinking of phobias, I think my weirdest one is that I feel really uncomfortable around grasshoppers.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. I do not like grasshoppers.
I used to catch him as a kid.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate because I have a lizard who eats them, so I have to keep them in my room.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Evidently, even baby Rowan ran after random animals in the grass.
Yes. Apparently so.
People wondered why I got along with my cat.
Yeah.
Like mines.
I think my grasshopper problem stems from when I was on holiday in Spain and I saw this grasshopper get effectively decapitated by a bunch of ants. So I just remember that lifeless head and those soulless black eyes.
Black like a doll's eyes.
Yeah, that's it. No, the grasshopper's got black eyes, lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Freeze-dried
it's living until it
grasshoppers.
jumps
Oh
at you.
god.
They're like here to there, and like a split second because they're that good at jumping. Which combined with the fact that they can go absolutely motionless as part of their defense mechanism. Maybe that's an uncanny valley thing, but for insects.
The weird vomit that they puke up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not very nice.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what happened when my
That
lizard
should be
eats
enough
them.
for us to
She
buy
chomps down on, they just vomit
thing.
everywhere.
Do you want to go and do it, or should I?
You can go do it. You have the honours.
What
Cheers.
kind of lizard do you have?
Bearded dragon.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's a lovely little thing. Probably needs a few more baths, but she's doing all right at the moment.
So Bad Banfa, who's in the Twitch chat, also has a beardy.
Oh, cool.
And she says that hers gets fed freeze-dried cricket.
Ah,
Because
freeze-dried.
live ones get loud.
Yeah, I don't think mine would eat it unless it was moving. To be honest,
Yeah.
she likes motion. I think her instincts just turn her on when she sees something wriggling. Well, she
Axolotl
doesn't
will
want
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, except they've also got a built-in 5-second delay.
Yeah.
Bless
They're
their
really
hearts.
stupid.
They're really dumb. They're lovely and very, very cute. But dumb as a pile of bricks.
Yeah, but that kind of adds to their charm.
It does. It really does.
And there's
Yeah, I suppose it does.
ton of reptiles that are absolutely stupid as well.
Rest in peace, Tethys.
Rest in peace, Tethys.
Rest
You
in
were the
peace,
best
Tethys.
boy. The best boy.
Best boy. Cutest boy. And I particularly loved how I had the two boys were absolutely a couple. And it was like this big stupid gay bear and his little twink. Like in how they acted. Because Yumel was tiny at the time and was really feisty, and then it was just big chunky Tethys.
He chonky.
I need to clean their tank tomorrow, actually. Need to get rid of the babies. Give them to new home.
How many you got now? Still about 20?
Funny, yeah. Though a pet store said they take about 8 from me, and there's 8 ready to go to new homes, so
Nice.
that'll help.
How many you got left after
a
that?
lot. 5. Technically 6, but I'm keeping one of them and selling the female.
Okay. Well,
It's the
got
baby that looks most like Tethys.
got a
Yeah.
crystallarium for doing that.
Nice. That's useful. Stick a
Hopefully the
jade
bus
in
is
it.
open from tomorrow as well.
Yeah, that'd be useful for the sandfish. Stick a jade in it if you want maximum money-making potential.
Is jade the best for money, is it?
Yes, unless they've changed things, but I doubt it. Bone flute. Blimey.
Let's bring that jade down.
Yeah, I need to shove a worm like directly in front of mine's stupid faces. And even then, they tend to overshoot and miss. Like 4 or 5 times in a row, and then they panic because they see the tongs, and then they swim away in a panic, and they're like, come back here and eat your goddamn worm.
See, I have to hold any bugs directly in front of my beardie's face, just to see if she either just like turns her nose up at it and closes her eyes and is like, no, I don't want it, or to watch her eyes just go open and she just starts following them until she eats it. But even then, you have to hold them in place, especially locusts, because they jump, and if they jump, you're going to spend about half an hour trying to get them back again.
Oh,
You'd
no, I
think
couldn't do
that animals would be able to, feed themselves.
Yeah,
No.
I think my beardie's gotten lazy.
Welcome to reptiles and
wouldn't go
amphibians.
down Bad Banfa's route with the freeze-dried. It's just no.
Yeah.
There's
I would
one
feel
lady I know
so bad for the cricket if I was holding it for it to get eaten.
feeds their beardie dried vegetable beardie vegetable bag. It's dried veg. And it confuses me. Like, isn't it a lot easier to just chop up a tomato and some cucumber and some fruit?
Well, that's what I do. Things like
that's what I
butternut
think
squash.
most people do.
People, yeah, it probably is. If it's someone like me, when there are days when you can't actually hold a knife because your hands don't work, probably easier to have something in a bag that you can just like tip some of it in.
Yeah, I just wouldn't imagine them eating it much.
Yeah, like the change in texture would be really weird.
Like, I don't think I'd eat dried spinach. That's what it looks like.
I don't think I'd eat spinach.
A little bit in a sandwich is good. People put it in water then.
That makes more sense if you can reconstitute the dried mix.
Rehydration.
Yeah, that makes.
I hate you, fish. Why are you fucking like this? I hate you. I hate you.
You get some fish.
No. It's a fish that was playing really nice until just now.
Another problem my beardie has is that she only ever drinks when she's in the bath. Because some beardies genuinely don't recognize water if it's not moving. So even though I change her water dish every single day, she has never, ever used it.
I mean, there's a
Wasn't a
lot of animals
sunfish.
can't recognise water.
It wasn't a sunfish, it was a catfish.
Sorry,
Why it's being
James,
dick.
did you see what the cows are named?
No, I didn't see what the cows are named.
We do a third one if anyone's got a suggestion.
I think my screen has
Actually,
frozen.
we don't have a dragon yet. I have a dragon.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're back
Oh,
up.
that's where the
speed
money
again.
went. I see.
I bought 3 cows.
Nice.
Okay,
should
no,
buy a
my screen
milk pail
is
while I'm here,
freezing
shouldn't
every time I reload.
The cows are named Rowan, Dragon, and Jimbo.
Fuck you.
Do you want to say the story about that name?
We are not saying the story about that name on the stream, but all you need to know is that I don't like people calling me Jimbo.
Oh, can I not say the story?
No.
It's a good story.
No.
You heard him.
Alright.
Behave.
I have to say, AJ, I would be incredibly upset if they put my name on a duck.
Ducks are not nice
I wrote
animals.
mine as if it's a good telling of.
Would you
if it's
rather be a
good
cow
version
than a
of my
duck,
name.
AJ?
I wouldn't mind being a chicken. It's not that it's a bird that I dislike, it's that ducks specifically are fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
I mean,
So are people.
can be pretty nasty.
So are
Yeah, I
people,
worked
though.
on a farm and we had the male and female ducks separated. I walked into one of the
Wonder
pens
why.
to find male duck gang rape. And a little kid going, "Oh, look, they're playing!" And I'm like, "They're not playing."
Hell no.
That duck had no feathers on the back of his neck by the time it was done.
Yep.
Ducks
They
are
are-
assholes.
Horrific. Like, female ducks have evolved an incredibly elaborate reproductive system, mostly to try and
Avoid.
spoil the males. But yeah, females will often die during breeding.
I don't know about you, but that sounds counterproductive.
It does.
The
but-
males are like that with their own, though, like other male
Yeah,
ducks.
Oh no.
they just have no. There's no restraint. It's just sheer like brutality, essentially. And it's like there isn't any other like possibility for them. That's just what they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I don't like ducks.
Understandable. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes I can't help but wonder. You know how places like Australia used to have those big flightless duck relatives.
Mm.
I just think to myself, they like that, but on a bigger scale.
Oh.
Dire wolves, they found, had evidence of pretty rough mating habits.
Oh yeah, that poor wolf.
What was the specimen number?
I don't remember.
Neither do I. They found a specimen of a dire wolf, and this one had a broken penis bone that had healed wonky.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds unpleasant.
So clearly something was happening when that break occurred.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dire wolves.
Not even true wolves anymore.
Nope.
No.
I can tell we are
Why
watching
did they-
the same YouTube videos.
What, because they broke their penis? What?
No,
Dire wolves are a different family species thing.
Yeah, they're a much more basal group of dogs.
Ah, I
They're
see.
not actually true dogs.
What is a true dog anyway?
It's a normal group.
Hey, welcome back, Lipton.
Anodyne?
You've
Canada,
missed much
yeah.
talk about dinosaurs.
No, we're not doing
Dinosaurs and fears.
These are still interesting extinct things. Apart from ducks. Which sadly still exist.
Same with sunfish.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking through one of the other servers I'm on, and apparently there's some old art, some 4,000, yeah, it's nearly 5,000-year-old painting from ancient Egypt that shows an extinct species of goose.
Ooh.
Hang on, I'm gonna have a closer look.
We have no money. Where did it all go?
I know that feeling.
I did
No.
buy 3 cows, which were 800 gold a time.
Item goose. Yeah, that's it.
Very expensive.
Isn't there some theory that says that geese were the first domesticated animal?
Imagine, of all the animals to go for, you had to go for a goose first.
In fairness, geese
there's
are
theories for a lot of
adorable.
things.
They're vicious bastards, but they're adorable.
There's all kinds of
This
theories
is true.
out there.
See, now we're talking about birds, which means we're talking about dinosaurs. So you got what you came. So you got what you wanted.
Damn. He right though. Are we
So I'm
going to
actually checking
Skull
out
Mine
these
or
These big mega ducks now, dromornithids. Don't know that much about them, though.
I think there's a bit in my book. Find it.
dude?
hmm
Are we going to the mine, Skull Mine tomorrow?
We could go to Skull Mine tomorrow.
I'm going to grab us a bit of food.
Have you got the what do you call it? The skull key yourself, or is it just because I've got it? We've got it.
Yes, you got it, so we've all got it.
Cool. Have you got the space boots from
Dromathoridae?
110
Is that it? Dromathoridae?
or 100, whichever one it was?
That's the one.
No, I'll get it.
What
And
about
then,
ducks, though? Saying it's a giant emu.
Trying to get some more
Right,
geodes so we can get hopefully some more video
Pretty
more.
sure, I'm pretty sure they're more
On the
closely
west side,
related
the
to
emu
ducks.
shared open woodlands with the much larger
I'll
My
grab the thing tomorrow. I've got
8
some
different
food.
species have been identified, the largest being Dromornis stertoni of the late Miocene that stood 3 meters tall and weighed over half a stone. By the Pleistocene, it was only the Maihurung left, Genionis newtoni.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one everyone knows. The demon
Yeah.
duck.
Yep.
Demon duck.
No, it's just comparing them to emus as a niche, not as...
Ah, okay, good.
Yeah.
I know Gastornis is also a very close relative of ducks and geese.
Which makes that even scarier, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Here we are,
Well,
back at the
because I
middle.
had to make up for the fact that it was a herbivore. One way or another.
An awful lot of herbivores will still eat
Exactly.
animals if they come across them.
Yeah. Plus, most
Horses.
large, flightless, herbivorous birds are just generally really mean anyway.
Yeah.
They
Horses
have
will eat
gastroliths.
mice and stuff.
They don't have gastroliths, so they were probably herbivorous. They mostly ate leafy greens rather than grasses. Shrub browsing, more than likely, and they weren't suited to the expanding grasslands of the Pleistocene. That might be a reason why they went extinct.
As is so often the case at the end of the Pleistocene.
Yep.
Yeah. And the Maihurung was 2.15 meters tall and roughly 275 kilograms in weight, so it was about the size, but about 4 or 5 times the weight of an emu.
Chonky.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want that chasing after you.
And we've not
Especially
even...
if it was goose-like in attitude.
Yeah, let's
Goosey
not.
gander.
Oh, there's a collection of all the Dremornids.
I do like this book. I haven't looked at it for so long. It's the one that's got the expansive section on Phalacalea. And that little short story at the beginning. Cost me like 50 quid actually off Amazon.
Well, it must have been worth it then.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Very small though. Little paperback. But
It's not the
it's got
size, it's
that
what you do
really
with it.
famous artwork where it's got a Thylacoleo and a Megalania and a Diprotodon on the front. You know
Yeah. Yeah, I know the
that,
one.
that famous bit of paleo art came from this.
Yeah. Nice, isn't it?
You enjoyed the dino chat?
Kangaroo tracks. That's cool.
Kangaroo?
Yeah, tracks of them. And images of the Narracourt Caves, West Australian caves, and the Wellington Caves, where they find most of these things.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's empty my bags and quickly go and refuel on energy.
There's a similar site in North America as well.
Basically, big ass holes in the ground where animals would have just fallen and hit
Yep.
the floor and died and not been disturbed for 40,000 years, or a couple million in some cases. And they find these basically articulate 3D preserved fossils down there. Which
It's
would
the
be
same in North
horrifying to
America
go
as
into.
well. Except in North America, there's actually claw marks on the walls, which implies some of the animals survived the fall but couldn't get back out again,
Okay, a bit grim.
which is pretty nasty.
Yeah. There are, we have found coffins. Like, if
You
we've
got
had
grub
to be moving
for the trip?
I'm just gonna grab some corn.
yard or something,
We've got
Okay.
loads of it.
with claw-marked nails gouging down the inside. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, my claustrophobia does not like that.
Yep. So, quite a few people I know are like, I'm gonna ask to be cremated, or just stab me and make sure I'm definitely fucking dead.
Yep, that would be my worst
Why
nightmare.
is the bus not working?
Yep, me too.
Oh. Need to buy a ticket for the bus.
Yep.
Do you have to buy a ticket every day, or is it just once you?
Oh my god, there's an exotic goods trader here who doesn't take money, he takes items.
Ooh.
Weird.
Like I think it was probably pre-Victorian, possibly Victorian as well. They would sometimes have a bell set up in the graveyard, and they would have like a rope or a string to the bell, would be like one end would be on the belt and the other would be in the coffin, like near the person's hands. So
Yeah.
if they were alive and they woke up, they could pull on the rope and ring the bell, and then people would know to come and get them.
Should cut the other way. Oh well.
I don't think it ever actually happened. Like, I think that's...
Did they not talk about the kids running around cutting the strings?
Diagnosing death. Like, they were much less likely to mistake coma for death.
It's a perfect fit. Where's my...
So that was timing.
Oh, that brings back memories. Junji Ito, yeah?
Apparently there's a Junji Ito game on Steam
What channel is this on?
called World of Horror.
Where are you chatting? I can't see any of the things you're talking about.
I think they're put it in
That
Discord, I
one just
think.
came out of the blue.
Yeah, but where in Discord? Can't see Jack.
I think we've really been posting about it.
I think it just been gibbering. Oh, found a ladder.
We've
Oh, a
mostly
box.
just been blue. Although,
Magma
speaking
geode.
of Discord, Plectothermia has put up some more art. And this
God.
time it's of Bellry and the tiny robot, and it's absolutely adorable.
Oh,
Is it a bit more
it's
wholesome
these-
than the last?
These flying fish that are horrible.
It's definitely much more wholesome than kind of anything featuring Karen could be.
Yes.
I don't believe you. Karen is wholesome. Ask Tubbs.
I think after 15 years, Tubbs might have realised that Karen is not all sweetness and light.
I doubt that. It's Tubbs after all.
He did seem very confused about how her day was portioned up between different tasks.
Nikolai, did you use some of that wood to make a chest?
I made a small chest next to the cows thing. Yes, why? Oh,
No,
for
I meant
you mean
here.
here? No, I didn't.
Ah, beans.
Oh. I didn't realise that the floaty thing couldn't be hit with the thing. Oh well, I was knocked unconscious.
How far did you get?
Oh, 2 floors down, sadly. We had to perform emergency surgery on you. 1,000 gold, I've lost 7 items. Actually, none of them are really that bad. The gold ore and the jade was bad, but that's, if I've not lost my sword or anything, then it's not too bad. Oh well.
You won't be able to get back here though, because it's 500 gold for a ticket.
Do I have to buy that every time? Ugh.
Well, until
And
you
I'll
get
just
a warp
go
set
try and
up.
I'll just go try and loot the beach then. I got 1 iridium ore at least.
Nice. Oh god, actually, thinking about it, I think my pickaxe is still at the blacksmith's. I completely forgot to pick it up again.
Yeah, I didn't realise that one of the creatures that was floating through me I couldn't damage.
Hmm.
And because I was too busy trying to kill the flying fish things.
Yeah.
Oh well. I shall have a look at this small robot boy artwork in a second once I have finished looting this beach of all its seaweed.
Which channel is it in? I can't see it at all.
I think
News
it's in
in the Patreon.
Ah,
Patreon, Discord.
that'll be
Under
why.
news.
The picture of Bellry putting the small bucket on the head is adorable.
And Bellry does kind of look a little bit like a wild man of the mountains with his beard at the moment.
Just a little bit.
But it's super cute. The wee
Indeed.
robot face just looking back up like, yay!
Do we need a coconut to hand in at all?
Can't remember. Don't think so.
Oh, bless. Thank you. That's good to know. Apparently, Belry did very well with his stream yesterday, even without much adult supervision.
Oh well, that's good
Good
to
to
know.
know.
I wasn't able to watch him because I had no internet. I thought you might have jumped in at some point, Dragon, to see how he was doing.
I was passed out.
Ah well, that's fair enough then. I'm sure he did fine.
Literally, I got back in that. I didn't sleep on Sunday,
Ah.
so didn't sleep. Came up to sort the appointment at yours. Got home, passed out. So I'm glad it went well. I'm glad that a mod wasn't needed, because that would have been tricky.
Did anyone try and make him famous?
What do you mean by tried to make him famous?
Have you not seen these yet? The mods that come on and say, "Wanna be famous? Well, kid, you gotta do this to this website."
Oh, no, Meow is really quick at stopping
Yeah, I
on
was
them.
usually quite good at getting rid of them.
Yeah.
But since she got rid, there was like 8 of them in really short succession, and then ever since then we've not had any others turn up. So it's kind of been really weird. But because we've not had any at all join any of the streams.
It probably means that we're not on any of their lists at this
We're not
point.
important enough.
Or maybe it's because we also kick them really fast, so they just kind of go, well, there's not much point then.
Oh no, AJ hasn't had any for a couple of weeks, so maybe they've
Oh,
been
that's interesting then.
banned or picked or something.
Take me out. Oh, I need to go and wake Meow up for now. After I sleep this time.
I need to go to bed soon. It's almost time for sleepy beddy wise.
You want to go to bed now?
Maybe well after this sleep, yeah.
Alright, okay, that's fine. Well, I shall make my way back towards the thing.
Are you in a bathhouse?
Yes, I am. Because I had got badly injured, so I went to heal up.
Video game logic.
Mm-hmm.
Good old video game logic.
Video game logic.
Video game logic. Oh, did you still were you still wondering what the deal is with Hadrosaurs? Because I'm sure I could try and answer any questions that you might have had.
What is the deal with Hadrosaurs?
What is the deal with Hadrosaurs?
What's the deal?
Well, I suppose the plant-eating dinosaurs just became very, very efficient at eating plants. They became very, very good at chewing, and had huge batteries and loads of teeth to be able to enable them to do it.
Were they the ones that there was loads of different species and they were basically the like standard food for lots
Yeah.
of other dinosaurs?
They were the staple large herbivores of the late Cretaceous. And a lot of animals like the tyrannosaurs would probably evolve to feed upon them specifically. Like they probably made up a lot of a T-Rex's diet. And there were two main groups. Yeah, there were two main groups. So there's the Lambeosaurines, which are like the ones with the big fancy crests on their heads. So probably most of the ones that you'd recognize, like Parasaurolophus and Corythosaurus and things like that, those were probably Lambeosaurines mostly. And then you had the Saurolophines, which either were crestless or they had little bony crests. Things like Saurolophus and Myosaura and Edmontosaurus.
Sure.
Things like that. And some of them actually got really big as well. There's one from China called Shantungosaurus, which is verging on 15 meters.
Wow.
I think
Are,
it is
are
the
diamond...
single largest dinosaur that wasn't a sauropod.
That's an outside of dinosaur questions for Tom. Should we not be using diamonds rather than jades for the crystal for grapher thingamajigs?
No, because jades take 3 days to complete in the crystallarium and award 300 gold. Diamonds take, I think, 5 days and give 500 gold. So
Okay,
it's.
because the diamond here gave 750 and the jade gave 200.
Oh, my mistake. Maybe I've done the math wrong.
Hello,
Also-
what did I miss?
A coconut is worth 100 gold as well.
You
So you want to
miscalculated.
call it there, Mr. Tom?
Yeah, I probably should, yeah.
Alright. If folk are interested, I could potentially just switch to Darkest Dungeon now, because I'm happy just to sit and play a bit longer. Rather than take like the 10-minute break and then come back and... Well, I might take like a 5-minute break, then come back with some Darkest Dungeon rather than spending like the hour away. What do folk think? Because if folk are happy to sit and continue talking, then I'm happy just to switch games and keep the stream going.
Yeah, I can hover around for about an hour more.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, so...
I could probably hang around for a bit longer.
Alright, well, I will save this. We'll drop the stream for about, let's say, 5 minutes till I go and wake up Meow and get a couple of other things done, grab a drink and stuff, and then we'll come back with some Darkest Dungeon. So, see you all in about 5 minutes.
Bye.
Nice.
Also, before I go, thanks again to Mr. Tom.
Cheers.